Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Two turn. What's the word, Birdie? And process woke up on his best bull crap today. Process woke up on his best bull crap. Yeah, process woke up on his best bull crap. Music is typically played for like the first 5 minutes. I'm about to really cut music for real, for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. You see what this is. All right. It's cool. Everybody that's coming in here, good morning, good morning, good morning. I be man. Patrick, good morning, man. I be wanting to punch process, man. I swear, bro. I can't even be saying stuff like that while I'm live, man. Kid, what's the word? I'm not a White Sox fan. I'm a Baltimore Orioles fan. This hat was a birthday present, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to kill the music. I be having to edit out the copyright stuff and things of that nature. So I'm trying to kill the music. I need to start playing music to where I don't get the copyright notification and I have to edit out. Or I might just kill music in general, to be honest. To be honest. Giving some people some time to come in here, y'all. Good morning to everybody. I'm definitely about to drop that link in the chat in a second. Shaggy just at me. Hold on. What the hell he at me about? Oh, he didn't at me. I thought he at me. My phone be tripping. Or play music on playback. It would still be distributed to YouTube. That'll make a difference. It'll still get shared to YouTube. That don't. All right. And John, you got a smart ass mouth, by the way, too. Something you said yesterday, bro. I don't think I'm cool with you no more. It's almost like a joke. Processing his little fake pipe dreams, dog. I'm about to tell him if he asked me anything about this, Sixers related, Kevin Durant related, just leave me alone, bro. I'm about to stop this music. Let me see what this other one is. What's this? What's this one? This look like it's new. If they get pick 7, they don't need to keep their first round pick. At this point, I'm praying they only get a top 6 pick. You're a real one, John. Don't forget that. You're a real one. All right, I'm about to tweet the show is live, y'all. Then we're gonna go ahead and get started with everything. Facts. Like the video. 8 more. I'm 8 away. That's crazy. 1,000 is a big get for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a big get. Like, I don't think people understand, bro. I genuinely don't. Yeah, I would love to hit it today. I would love to hit 1,000 today for sure. All right, I'm gonna let you up in a second, Shaggy, because I know you come with BS in regards to that the 76ers. Also the WNBA draft. Kid too. I hit up Kid. Kid gonna pull up. Everybody that's here already so far, y'all. Oh dang, I had the wrong thing floating on the bottom of the screen. Everybody that's here today so far, thank y'all. I did not go the music route today. I get tired of editing out the video every single day. So I either have to play music that's non-copyright eligible, or just play them type of music, them type of tunes right there. So yeah. Either way, good morning to every single body that's in here. Welcome to the best show in the world. Facts and stats ain't like no other. Facts and stats ain't like no other. Built the platform off the muscle with a lot of great supporters, a lot of good people that rock me on a day-to-day basis, and a lot of people that come in here and want to join the stage daily or type in the chat daily. That mean the world to me. And man, it mean the world, bro. I can go on and on, bro. I'll start rapping. It mean the world to me, man. To be able to go from platform to platform to platform and build a solid support system on each platform, whether it's new people or whether it's the regular people that's followed around from playback to spaces, etc. Almost 1K is crazy. Intro music makes sense. Facts. So welcome to the best show in the world. Facts associate. I appreciate that, bro. I gotta go back and try to fact check how many subscribers that I have when I first shifted to YouTube. I need to get that number down pat. When I first shifted to YouTube, how many subscribers did I have? That's my goal. I wanna sort of kind of find that. I want to sort of kind of find that. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I want to find that. Hit my first 100. I think I had like 600. Damn, that don't even seem okay. But either way, if you are here, y'all, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all like the video if you are here. That is an easy thing for y'all to do. All you gotta do is hit the thumbs up button. All you have to do is hit the thumbs up button on this video. That helps the algorithm out for anybody that's randomly surfing on YouTube to come across the show today. Also, make sure y'all comment throughout the show, or not make sure, but if you want to comment throughout the show, feel free to comment throughout the show. I read every single comment for the most part. Also, make sure y'all share this out with one person today. I'm pretty sure if you share it out with one person, they'll be more than likely willing to come back and either chime in on the stage or type in the chat or just be a part of the family, be part of the community and things like that. Be Young, what's good, Birdie? Also, make sure y'all subscribe if you are not subscribed. Today could be the day. Today could be the day. Today probably will be the day. 8 subscribers away from 1,000. So if you're in here, you're not subscribed, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. That is a big thing. Justin Carmen, what's good with you? Also, if you want to extend your support for what I do on a day-to-day basis, I would love for you all to do so. Speaking of that, that's becoming a member of the Fact and Stats family on YouTube. How can you become a member? The link is in the description on this video. There's 3 different levels you can join as. They all have different customized perks, all have the ability to send emails to the chat, all able to see recorded podcast episodes early. Which I need to record an episode, but all to see recorded podcast episodes early and things of that nature. Again, I would love for everybody to become a member. I already have a lot of members so far. As you see, Be Young, High Life, Justin, etc., Shaggy, etc., that typed in the chat today are members. If you are not a member, just would love for you all to become a member whenever you feel the time is right for you. Also, you can send super chats and super stickers at any time throughout the show today. The next most important thing right now is Twitter, or probably the most important thing because it's going to be back active, I'll say. Speaking of the Twitter, I always promo tweet where the show be held at, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on playback, or I'll tweet out of space. Like you see, I did this morning. So immediately following the 2 playing games tonight, we'll be back on spaces again. We had a good space the other day. The space is a good avenue to gain more playback members and also more YouTube subscribers. So a little late, 12:40 a.m. my time, but I'll be up anyway. So make sure y'all pull up to the space tonight and make sure y'all follow Fact and Stats on Twitter for all your updates. And you can check out the Instagram and TikTok as well, where I post clips from the show and or podcast episodes to those platforms. Playback.tv/Fact and Stats. That is another important thing. Playback.tv/Fact and Stats is one of the more important things as far as the Fact and Stats community side. We have another community, or pretty much like the same community, or a little bit more people on the playback side. 1,799 members, and pretty much what we do is we watch live games in there every single night, whether it's NBA, MLB, coming soon, WNBA, etc. We watch pretty much anything that we're able to be watched or able to schedule inside of playback. College basketball, and as you see here, for example, we already have the Magic and Hawks game scheduled, and immediately following that, I got the Grizzlies and the Warriors game scheduled. So if you want to watch these games with us tonight, make sure you all pull up and join the Fact and Stats playback room. It is free. It's an app you can download, and it does not cost any money to sign up and join the Fact and Stats playback room. Any money. Next, anybody that gamble, feel free to join the Fact and Stats gambling Discord. The link is on this YouTube page as well. You could check the bio or the About Me section or something like that to join. And it's not a lot of folks in here right now, so this segment might be quick. Maybe only BJ. I don't know anybody else. But who sold your parlay? Anybody got anything where they were off, one off, two offs in the chat? If not, I'm gonna quickly bypass and go to player of the days from yesterday.
Paul Skeens, but it's all good though. It's not even his fault.
Paul Skeens.
Yeah, he had 6, he did 7. It's all good though. I sent the banger to the chat. I sent the guy some green. I took matter of fact, Tez to be exact. I told Tez, I said, watch. Mookie and Tatis, watch. What did they do? They put the ball over the fence, man. Nice, easy job. Fake Shaggy asked me about Bobby Witt. I told him he was gonna put the ball over the fence too. Easy ball over fence, man.
Abdi, what's good with you? Do I think Shador go top 4? I heard you too, BJ. I don't know if Shador go top 4 personally. Yeah, that center we already cooked the phrase every time Skyler and picking up spot. Lexi Brown, bringing back Alicia Clark. Okay, I mean, good luck to your Storm, Birdie. I ain't gonna be one of the top 14 of WNBA, so hey, just keep it real with you. Anybody got any player of the days? Anybody that don't know what player of the days is highlighting any sport, whether it's hockey, baseball, NBA, WNBA, college basketball, college football, whatever, and a player put on or two, not just a player put on a hell of a performance, and you feel like they need to get a shout out this morning for what they did, whether it was yesterday evening, afternoon, or last night. Anybody got any player of the days? They shouted out Boost to yesterday. Anybody got any player of the days in the chat?
Tatis again. Keeping his high streak up. MVP. Talk soon.
Oh, I forgot to shout out one more thing before we get started with the WNBA. Nando, I forgot to shout out one more thing before we get started with the WNBA. We'll be bringing this up throughout YouTube and also in playback today. I brought this up earlier or last couple of weeks ago. It slipped my mind for Monday, so it had to get rescheduled for Thursday. This Thursday on playback, we'll be doing our own live NFL mock draft for all 32 teams. If you want to represent your team for the draft, feel free to respond below with the team you represent or DM me / message me, and then also have the link to join the playback room below. So feel free to reach out to me and let me know if you want to draft for your team. That'll be this Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, live and playback for all my NFL folks. Or if you know anybody that'll be willing to draft or be a part, direct them to this tweet right here, and that'll be helpful as well. And also, if you're in here, why not retweet it? Let me see if I can drop that in the chat. If you're in here, retweet that, like that, whatever the case may be. At 994 subscribers, 6 away. Retweet that tweet, like that tweet, whatever the case may be. 6 subscribers away from 1,000. Wow. My heart might drop when I hit 1,000. I ain't gonna lie to you. 13 likes on this video. Thank y'all so much, Lawrence. Good morning, brother. Who won this past season fantasy football? Jordan Woods. Sad because I'm never gonna have a team like that ever again. My God, bro. We moved to
you got that team handed to you, by the way.
I did not get that team handed to me. I worked for that team. What are you talking about? And I worked the wire.
Okay, brother.
We moved to the WNBA Draft Recap. Kid, I'm gonna circle to you real quick as we had 3 rounds last night. And anybody, Kid, BJ, Shaggy, as we had 3 rounds last night. I'm gonna pull up a graphic of the draft. We have every round, one result, two results, and round three results. So we're gonna talk about basically pretty much the draft recap. And if you want to give out some team grades for who you feel like did a great job in the draft, feel free, or just whatever you have to say about the draft. Winners, losers, whatever.
Mm, mm, what the fuck was I about to say? Cheyenne dropping that low was very interesting to me. I think she went what 17. Shit.
Cheyenne Sellers.
Yeah,
Okay.
that knee injury. Well, that lingering knee injury she had must have took a toll in that draft stock. Because I was like, no, because almost all the mocks I had of her and seen of her had her going top 6. I want to say so. The fact that she went lower than that was interesting to say the least. But I think more likely Golden State was actually a good suit for her at the end of the day.
What the Aces do? They did anything? Y'all had a pick? I don't think so.
Second round.
Second round.
We
Okay,
have
Leah 9.
They drafted 2 small players.
Oh yeah, I saw his tweet. Something about small ball. Somebody can fit there a small ball. Something
you
like
saw
that.
my tweet.
Yeah, something about small ball or something like that.
Yeah, because the thing, because really, we needed a backup 3 too. Now, as far as the Harmony pick goes, I actually like that one. I'm surprised she went that low. Speaking of that, HBCU players, I am totally surprised Diamond Johnson got left off this draft because from going to a P5 school, going to a P5 in NC State and then going to run the MEAC 3 straight years the way she did, only for her to not get picked. I had an issue with that one. I'm not gonna lie.
What else you got to say about everybody else? Paige, Fit, and Dallas. Anything?
Yeah, let me go there. Dallas definitely got some good pieces when it comes to Paige, Isaiah. Jeez, how many picks they had last night? 5 or 4?
3. I see 3 right here. That 4, 5,
Oh,
5.
who was their backup?
JJ
I
Quinterly, something like
actually,
that.
I actually like that one because
Bro, that Page
from
and Dallas stuff is not about to work. When Enrique requests a trade, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see I'm right. Don't tell me I'm right. I tell you all the time. Don't tell me I'm right.
okay, I was out of left field. But what I think right now, it's I need to see how it all meshes together in Dallas. Um, Pow Pow to Atlanta, I actually like. I like that move. I honestly thought she was going to Chicago, and I was like, when they passed 3 times, I was like, okay, interesting, because I think I had Atlanta as my second team for Pow. HVL, I definitely saw her. I definitely saw her on mocks going to Chicago, so that did not surprise me at all. And I think it's the exact spot I had her at. So it's like I think no issue there. She reunites with Angel, and she definitely has some PG experience under Slew. So I mean, it's a win-win for them. Um, Connecticut, Anissa about to be learning under Tina Charles, and that is going to be a good sight to see.
Like Tina being her vet. Yeah, I don't know about
You said what?
Enrique. No, I'm responding to BJ and just talking in general. I don't know about Enrique requesting a trade. I think they are excited to, as they should be at the moment. BJ could end up right. We don't know. But I think the backcourt be a good fit. She spoke to how she's going to get a lot of buckets, probably get a lot of assists off Enrique. sort of kind of similar to CC and Caitlin, Kelsey Mitchell type of thing. HVO in Chicago, her and Angel back on the same team. I love that spot for her. She can be the future point guard of the team, with Sloot probably starting this year. And that is a good point guard to learn from, especially in her younger days as well. I know obviously she's more up in the age at the moment. Everybody else, as far as this draft, bro, I'm not even that deep. I know who the Fever draft. I know who Bree Hall is because obviously where she went. But yeah, I
think Washington started that
terrible pick. Why do we pick her?
You need wing defenders. That's not my problem.
First of all, is she even going to make the roster?
No, that's y'all.
You talking about wing defenders? Is she going to see the court? Is she going to play?
My problem.
Is she going to be in the? Where my man Tez at, man? I got a bone to pick with this South Carolina shit, man. Like, what's up with this? Like, is she going to see the roster? Is she going to be in the rotation?
Probably not, to be honest with you.
Yeah, what position she played?
She played a 3.
Exactly. So,
yeah, 3.
We probably got about 7-8 players that stamped to play right now. About 7 to 8. Is she like, where does she fit in at? I'm confused.
I don't know what the fuck Stephanie and them doing over there.
Man, there's another game I gotta deal with, man. Like, this is crazy. Like, that was a terrible pick.
You're already crashing out. I was over here.
She about 6'2", about 6'2", 6'3".
Who?
Bree Hall. I thought she tall.
She's 6'1" or 6'2". One of them two.
Okay.
I know her wingspan's like what, 6? Damn, is it 6'9"? I fucking can't remember. I had to double check. But I know she has height, so but I mean, whatever they do, that's what they do.
Man.
Now, can Washington actually tank for Juju? Because that's what it looks like. That looks like they're out there going. Because I have no idea what they're doing.
Juju is eligible for next year's draft, 2026?
2027.
2027.
So that's 2. You think they're gonna go be bad 2 years straight in a row like that?
Potentially.
Hey man.
Taz, talk to me, man.
Hey man, what? Hey kid, don't cap to me, bro. Just cause you be fucking fanned out from South Carolina motherfuckers.
Oh my gosh.
What is she bringing to the table, bro? What can we look forward to? Cause I'm looking at the stats. It ain't all the way that impressive. So you know what I mean? Like, what is she bringing to the table, bro? Can she play game 1?
Nah, bro. He said she played a 3. She not playing over Lexi or Sophie,
hell no.
Or Sophie. Like, I don't know where she fit in that. But it's probably if she make the team, it's probably a next year thing. But that motherfucking Michaela Timpson.
Oh, day one.
Oh my lord. Oh, I'm looking at her film, boy. She moving crazy.
No funny.
Crazy.
No funny, bro. Yeah, I like that pick. Hey, Shaggy, you weren't in the playback. Kid was scared when she came to the Fever,
bro. I seen we draft. I looked to go look her up. Oh my lord, about 3-4 blocks per game, 19 points. Oh my god, she was moving crazy.
Bro, she averaged 18, 10, and 3 blocks, nigga. It's lit.
Oh,
it's fucking lit.
Man.
Aaliyah get on that bullshit. Go sit your ass down.
She play 2 positions, but that's more so.
I can't believe we got somebody playing like that. That's what we needed, man. We needed somebody like her.
Facts, man. It's finna get real lit for niggas, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Hope y'all prepared, bro.
Y'all funny as hell, bro. Shout out though.
Did you see her ass?
I watched a couple of seconds of like 30-40 seconds of the video that Ted sent to you last night in the chat.
You gotta go watch the tape. Fam, you gotta go watch the tape, fam. You gotta go do your homework. She different.
She immediate backup because what's her name gone, right?
Who?
I don't want to say her name wrong. It started with an F, I think.
Yeah. They got her when
Femi, I think it was, or whatever it was. Yeah, Femi, yeah. She out of there, right? She don't play no more for
Yeah.
I think she went to
She with that new team, I think.
she went to Golden State.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, the new team.
So this girl can come in and be the backup big off rip.
Right now. She just need a little work.
It depends on what they do with the lineups though, because you know they went out and signed Breonna Taylor. I think that's her name.
Nah, she's not playing over Breonna Taylor there. Nah, she's not gonna play over Breonna.
Is it Turner or Taylor? It's one of them.
Turner, right?
Turner. Either or.
Turner.
Connecticut old big man. She's not playing over Breonna though.
Oh, I forgot we got her, bro.
Yeah, my bad. You might as well kill that.
I don't like her. I like that. She gonna be around for the future though. And I was telling Taves we needed a young forward, another young forward, bro. I'm telling you, she gonna be around for the future though. We gonna have some interesting lineups, bro.
Yeah, because Breonna was she's good defensively, and you know she's more experienced. She's super experienced. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're gonna lean her for sure. Can't remember if it's just Taylor or Turner. I feel like it's Turner, bro.
It's Turner.
Okay, yeah. So that's a good little grab, bro. The Fever killed the offseason game.
Bro, definitely.
I don't know how you add Bonner, Sophie, Natasha, and Brianna in one offseason and kept Kelsey Mitchell in the fold. And I ain't even speaking to draft picks. Like that's an insane offseason game. God damn. I feel bad for the league because the thing about it is like Aaliyah Boston don't got to be called upon to be the third best offensive player because DeWanna Bonner can fill them shoes on something like
Bingo.
Natasha can do it too.
So that's way less pressure on Aaliyah. I mean, that's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's a hell of a starting five that they about to be rolling out this year. CeCe, Kelsey, DeWanna, Natasha, Aaliyah.
And that's limiting all them bullshit Aaliyah picking pops. Roll your ass to the fucking basket.
Yeah.
We got somebody for the picking pops.
Yeah. It's a hell of a lineup.
Who was their first game against? I completely forget.
I can see right now. The Fever first regular season game.
Don't worry about it. When we play y'all.
The Sky.
Oh, Chicago.
Scary ass.
You put them like 5 times, bro.
You talking about?
Put them 5 times.
They played the Sky 5 times, yeah. But that's insane. They played the Sky 5 times. They played Minnesota 3 times. They played the Dream 4 times.
Come on, man. You know this shit. You know this shit about the paper shit. Y'all thought year one was crazy.
You played a Dream 4 times?
Yeah.
Damn, with them and this guy combined, that's 9-0. Shit.
Hey,
Shaggy. You seen the TL? You seen the TL yesterday when they picked Haley? They hyped that so much.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't like that. They got to do some more building with that roster though, bro. Like I don't know about that team, man. That team, man. Free Camilla. That's all I'm gonna say. Free my dog Camilla, man.
Y'all got anything else to add about the WNBA draft, or y'all cool? All right. I think I'm not mistaken.
Players, bro.
Yeah, me neither. I wasn't. Nah, not this year, bro.
I will say though that kid and somebody else put me on to
what up though? Who that?
The shawty from NC State, bro. Lefty.
Which Isaiah? That was Mish. That was me and Mish.
The lefty from NC State. I ain't gonna lie. She went to the wings. Yeah. She liked that, bro. I ain't ever even heard of her, but she nice for sure.
Who was the shorty that got picked number 2?
Dominique from France, the one who they called the female Wendy in the W.
Yeah, I was saying I'm talking about her all fucking night, bro. They were talking about shorty.
This the 6'6" girl that can dunk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I seen them talking about her. Damn. Okay. Shout out to the Storm, bro. I'll keep my eyes on this Dominique girl as well, because she was doing I seen a little clip of her doing like a spin dunk like it was nothing.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. I seen her drop.
Yeah.
I
was like, what the hell, bro? Like it was nothing. So shout out to all the ladies that got drafted last night. The preseason starts on May 2nd. The Dallas Wings versus the Aces, and then Chicago Sky play that day as well. And then the regular season starts, I want to say
the 16th.
16th. I think it's the 17th. Hold on.
No.
Oh, not the 16th. It's the 16th. It's the 16th. It's the 16th. That's just when Fever play. My bad. Yeah, it's the 16th. My apologies. The 16th with the Dream versus the Mystics, Minnesota versus Dallas should be a good game, and then Los Angeles versus Golden State. Just want to give y'all a little insights. May 16th preseason starts. Regular season starts. May 2nd preseason starts. So that's that. Kid, thanks for pulling it up for the WNBA side of things real quick. And everybody else. We're gonna go ahead and circle it to picking back up where I left off yesterday when it got a little hectic in here. Bad. NBA season recap and grades going to continue real quick. Last night yesterday we did a lot of teams, and I'm gonna finish this off this morning. If you want to join the stage and be a part of this, feel free. Is the pin message in the Jumbotron. I said Jumbotron like I'm on Spaces. It's the pin message in the YouTube comments. My bad. And yesterday, myself and others, the OKC, Lakers, Spurs, Jazz, Heat, Wizards, Knicks, Cavs, Nets, Suns, Clippers, Sixers, Wolves, Grizzlies. All right. Excuse me. And I'm gonna go to a game, TJ, for sure. I'm definitely gonna go to a game. Also, if you're in here and you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Y'all, I am 5 subscribers away from 1,000. 5 subscribers away from 1,000. Facts and Stats is a daily sports show Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Do not forget that. Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. With that being said, I'm gonna start from the top on down or down on up. Actually, I did the Wizards yesterday. I'm gonna pick up the Charlotte Hornets, and then I'm gonna work to one of the top teams. Just keep working around and finish this off. And we'll probably head to playback and then pick up playoff expectations, playing expectations for those teams, and then also all NBA, and then one more final play-in recap of the 2 games that we got today. So that's what it's gonna be looking like for the rest of this day. Charlotte Hornets, 19-63. They wanted to compete this year, I want to say. Obviously, when you come back with a healthy mob of LaMelo and B. Mill, and you had Bridges in the fold. Obviously, Mark Williams wasn't there to start the year. Was dealing with his back injury he was dealing with. You had Josh Green from last year's trade to get PJ Washington to Dallas. They panned out Grant Williams as well. He got hurt. They panned out and ended up going 19-63 this year. My overall grade for them this season really is really for the Hornets. It is what it is. Honestly, when it comes to the Charlotte Hornets, bro, I get them a C-. Nothing really bad to say, nothing good to say. They should have another top pick in this year's draft. They didn't really have any guys that was necessarily movable. They tried to trade Mark Williams. The trade got rescinded. He ended up coming back to Charlotte. They almost had Don Connett, a guy who they was high on around draft time, but they ended up picking dude that I cannot pronounce his name. So I'll go with a C- for the Charlotte Hornets. Personally, nothing bad to say, but nothing good to say. So we'll see how they look again, trying to be healthy again next year with LaMelo and B. Mill in the backcourt, and also whatever wing and or big they can add to their fold. They could get the first round pick and get Cooper Flag. First pick, they could get Cooper Flag. They could get Ace Billy. They could get VJ Edgecombe, or they even probably can get Maluwat and trade Mark Williams like they planned on doing anyway. So we'll see. C- for me for the Charlotte Hornets. And then I'm gonna work my way down here to the. Oh, Tez or Shaggy, y'all got anything lower than for the Hornets, or y'all good?
No, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I'm with you. See.
We got the New Orleans Pelicans, 21-61. For me, this is for me personally, the overall grade in their season. They dealt with some things, bro, but I also can't cut them no slack. But they dealt with some things. I want to say that like this is probably the most injured team all year. Keep it a rack with you. This was probably the most injured team all year. Let me see something real quick. And they just shut some guys down. Zion only played 30 games. B.I. only played 18 games. CJ played 56. DeJounte only played 31. And then outside of that, a lot of got hurt, only played 20. So it's hard for me to get them an E or F. I think I'm probably with Jada, and I'll get the Pale the D because it wasn't really nothing that they can do. Like they dealt with Trey Murphy got hurt towards the end of the year. They didn't want to win anyway, but they dealt with so many different injuries, in my opinion, to where they really couldn't do much. Or the hype that they had coming into this season after they landed a guy like DeJounte Murray, and you like the idea of having DeJounte, CJ, B.I., Zion, Yves. Trey Murphy and Herb Jones, Jose Alvarado, whatever the case may be. That's a strong 7-8. So you like the idea of it, but injuries got the best of them this year. So I'll probably go with it. Yeah, I like the idea. My bad. And other people like the idea of it as well. But yeah, I like the idea of it. Yeah, I'm with a D for them. At what point do you just hit the reset button? I think they hit the reset. They're not going to reset. They're not going to do that. They're not this off season. I think they're going to
they too talented, bro. They got too many players to reset that shit.
Who y'all talking about?
Pels.
They just got Joe Dumars in the building, so hopefully they see some type of change. Shit, former NBA player, so we'll see.
Yeah, that too. They literally just got Joe Dumars this morning. So shout out to Joe for that. But yeah, they do got a lot of talent. It's hard for them to really hit the reset button. I do think that what they needed to do was obviously trading Brandon Ingram. They did that to the best team that he can probably go to as far as who actually wanted him. Toronto Raptors traded for him and then read up with him with an extension, 2-year extension, I want to say it was. So I don't think they trade DeJounte Murray. I don't think they trade Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, or whatever the case may be. I think they give this season coming up one more run at it, and then they'll look to explore avenues of trading Zion or whatever else they feel like they may need to do. Because if they get Dylan Harper or Cooper Flag, that's another thing. They're in them sweepstakes too. So I mean, really, for them, we just gotta wait and see. But overall, for the season, I think they get a D. I wouldn't say an E or F because they dealt with a lot of injuries. It's not like I see if they were healthy for the most part and they won 30 games, then they'll get an F. But they weren't healthy for the most part. More than the most part. Not that we can blame them for that or excuse them for that, but yeah, just things happen. Early on for them.
Leg.
Why not?
Basketball guys not allowing that shit, bro. They ain't getting flagged as Zion, bro. Not happening. No way.
The Pels had the number 1 pick when they had AD, though.
I know.
It happened, bro. Although AD was leaving anyway, but you never know, gang. You never know.
I would want to see them get the Harper kid, though. Get DeJounte Murray up out of there.
Yeah, I think Dylan Harper is the best. That's the best. That's where I want him to go personally. Is Harper to the Pels, Coop to DC, Malawak to the Spurs, Fears to Miami, if there's any hope in that. So that's some things that I want to see. Either one of y'all give
kill that, gang. Kill that.
Gang, it's a lottery game. You never know what can happen in a lottery game. You never know.
You going to the playoffs, bro. Kill that.
That's your opinion, gang, not mine. You got bad vibes, gang. It's like
y'all got bad vibes, nigga.
It's like you don't even want the nigga in Miami at this point now. For what, nigga? What the hell we do to you? How the hell you don't want to see?
I was rocking with you. I just know that little dream, that shit over with, bro. Y'all niggas, then y'all fucked up. Y'all try to win streaks and shit. Now y'all trying to go to the playoffs and that shit over with, bro.
It is hard to see y'all losing 2 playing games, bro.
What you mean hard to see? We a good team to y'all now or something?
I mean, y'all playing fucking other ass teams.
That's what I'm saying, Shaggy. I don't think y'all lose 2, bro.
Bro, the Bulls swept us this year. And then I think we went 50-50 with the Hawks this year. We can lose to the Hawks and or Magic, bro. Sure.
I hope y'all do, bro. Because I fuck with Fears. I fuck with Fears for sure.
Hopes and dreams, bro. Either one of y'all going something higher on the Pels? I'm at a D.
Nah, I'm cool with it.
Oh, all we gotta do is lose 1. Yeah, my bad, 11-10. Thank you for reminding me that. Yeah, all we gotta do is lose 1, gang. Like all we gotta do is just lose to Chicago, gang, and be out.
Y'all 9-10.
Yeah, we're 10. We're 10, I think. All we gotta do is just lose to Chicago. We out of there, gang. Literally.
Tyler Hero got that bitch drop a 45 ball or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we 10, gang. Chicago swept us. 1 loss, we out of there. It ain't no 2-game scenario. We out of there. Josh Giddey got something for me. Nigga, I thought you rock with Demon Giddey. What happened?
I do rock with Giddey.
How you don't rock with Giddey? I'm gonna talk some Tyler Hero got a 45 ball in him. That man Giddey gave us like a 28, 15 plus, 10 plus triple double last time we seen him. Can't do nothing with Josh Giddey. On the Pels though, I'm at a D. Y'all got anything higher or lower? If so, why?
Nah.
Cool with the D gang. Pause.
Bro.
Yeah, pause that now and then.
Hey, bro. Hey, Bo. Next team is the Blazers, bro. This is where I get a good grade at. I think Blazers overall, bro. Let me see what they was last year. 23, 40, 23. They won 21 games this last season, and this season they at 36. I want to say that's a 15 game increase. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, if still outside of the play-in, but they're trending in the super right direction. Like if you want to talk about teams that's on the rise, look no further than the Wizards and the Blazers. Obviously the Blazers got a couple of steps ahead in my opinion because they got some guys that are closer to reaching their prime, I want to say, or playing their best version of playing their best basketball. Mainly Denny. I think Denny is the best player on both teams. You know what I'm saying? So overall, and it's crazy because the Wizards traded Denny to Portland. But I think both teams got really good young cores. Chauncey Billups got read up on his contract extension. I think that's well deserved for them. So for me, I'm giving the Blazers overall a B on this season because I think they sort of kind of everybody performed at a good level that played basketball. Scoot was solid off the bench. Shaden Sharp. You said to Scoot?
Come on, bro. That's solid play.
Scoot, I don't know his numbers on top of my head, gang. I'm not looking at no true shooting shit. Let me check Scoot real quick. Hold on. I ain't looking at no true shit. If I had to guess, like 12-4, probably. Damn, see, 12-5. Look at that guess, nigga. 12-5, nigga.
Horrible.
That's a solid
efficiency game.
Yeah, I'm not going off of that, gang. It is what it is, bro. It's a work in progress, bro.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
That was a work in progress. The shit I used to hear.
I just guessed his numbers off the top of my head, gang. Like it's a solid season. If you come up to the bench and you're playing 25, 26 minutes a night, if you come on the bench and you're playing 26 minutes a night, you give me 13-5. I'm not mad at that. 13-5 off the bench.
Okay, then let me ask you this: in 2 years, do you think they will regret not picking Ahmed?
Bro, what? We cannot do that. Like,
what you mean we cannot do that?
We cannot do. That's not fair. Like what?
How?
That's like bringing up me. That's like me bringing up the Warriors regretted drafting Wiseman over LaMelo.
A clear regret.
But what's the point of doing that? We at this point, at the point we all know Ahmed will be a better prospect in Scoot going forward, though. We all know that. Okay, so you just say yes, then, gang. You agree they will regret it. At the time, Scoot was the pick, though. Hell no. Yeah, I'm almost certain anybody was taking Scoot. Not anybody. Majority of people was taking Scoot over Ahmed at the time. The majority was just wrong, gang. No, nah, yeah. Wemby went 1. Scoot went 2. Ahmed went 3.
Ahmed went 4.
Yeah, B Mill
went 3. Yeah, B Mill went 3. Ahmed went 4.
No, I think B Mill went 2. Then the Hornets
had 2. B Mill was 2. The Hornets had 2, right?
Yeah. Hornets had 2.
Yeah. Hornets had 2.
Yeah. So, and we understood why the Hornets did that pick. Scoot and Wemby were the top 2 prospects for like 2 years straight in their draft class, gang. Nobody was surpassing either one of them boys. B Mill went 2. He had a good season in Alabama, and he was a big guard that can play alongside LaMelo. It made no sense to put Wemby. Scoot never gonna be an all-star, bro. Gang, I'm not here to bash Scoot, gang. If you telling me my point got to give me 13-5 on the bench, I'm good with that.
What you mean off the bench, gang?
He came off the bench.
Yeah, and that's the problem. He shouldn't be coming off the bench, bro.
Yeah, that was a problem for the Blazers because they did not trade Anthony Simons. I'm pretty sure Anthony Simons will probably be out of there this offseason, gang, and Scoot will be starting next year.
We'll see how you do, bro. So you telling me I should start my judgment on him next year?
Start your judgment on him when he starts a full season, gang.
He played 66 games.
Yeah, starting in 10 of them. And if I go to last year, same thing. Last year,
saying though, we seen it with Ahmed. We seen it with Ahmed when he was coming out the bench. We see that shit with School, gang. You know what I mean, when Ahmed was coming out the bench, we seen that shit.
Bro,
limited play.
Are you bashing?
Scoot led the team in assists.
Bro, he averaged 5 assists off the bench, gang. Yes, he led the team in assists off the bench, gang. Like, what are we doing? He averaged 5 assists off the bench.
I say Shaggy, bro. No funny. If a season starting, bro, that 5 could easily go to like 7, gang.
For sure. 16 and 7.
Y'all just talking about assists. I'm talking about the efficiency, everything that goes into the kids.
Bro, when do young players come in the league and be efficient, Shaggy? Young guards at that.
God. Okay, now when do they come in the league and be Scoot bad at efficiency, bro?
Like what, bro? He's at 42% higher than James Harden. What are we doing? Harder than year 16, 17?
Yeah, Harden takes fucking 7, 8 threes a game.
Like, what are they doing?
Harden takes 7, 8, 9 threes a game.
And Harden's also known as one of the better 3-point shooters in the league. So what's your point of saying that?
Fuck yeah, on high volume.
Like, come on now. Okay, it doesn't matter. He's still one of the better 3-point shooters in the league, though.
Yeah, we
More
still plus true shooting. We're not negative, gang.
You can't tell me one guard that comes into the league and is efficient, gang. Now you can't. I'm not saying you can't tell me one. You can't tell me multiple guard that came into the league in year 1, year 2, and they're inefficient.
You can't tell me. Okay, now tell me how many was that level of ass at it.
And Scoot only averaged 10 shots per game. Like, come on now, gang. He was like, what the like? I'm not mad at that, bro. If you tell me you averaging 42% from the field and you shooting 10 times a game, you making 4 buckets out of that 10. I'm not mad at that, bro. What are we doing?
All right, so
and you give me 13 and 5 off the bench.
You just said 12. You just rounded up to 13. God,
12.7 is 13. Stop.
God,
12.7 is 13.
Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna have real judgment of him when he becomes a starter. Then, okay.
All right, that's fine with me. I think he's gonna be a solid NBA player, regardless. A solid point guard in this league. Reminder: if anybody want to come to this, yeah, he's gonna be a good NBA point guard.
We haven't seen that, man.
I'm not saying he's gonna be a superstar or nothing like that.
That's but what you was saying though.
He will be a good point guard in this league, and he still has star potential, in my opinion.
We gonna see, man. Hope he
like
do, man.
He still has star potential, bro. I don't think we should judge somebody this soon in year 2. Like, this is a little quick, man. Everybody that's in here, we are doing NBA season recap and grades continued. We got about probably 10 more teams to go. So if you want to join the stage, feel free to join the stage. Also, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. 5 subscribers away from 1,000. That is a big thing for me. Work don't stop, grind don't stop, consistency never stops. And I appreciate everybody that supports the Facts and Stats platform as well. Blazers, I'm at a B. Overall, good season for me, in my opinion. Shaden Sharp, my guy, was more healthy this year. Played in 72 games, averaged 18 points. Anthony also played in 70 games, averaged 19. They had a lot of different guys that could score, rebound, block shots, things of that nature. And Donovan, a little bit of Rob Williams, a little bit of DeAndre Ayton. Kamara was also a super duper bright spot for them. Played in 78 games this year. That was such a steal for them to get him from Phoenix for pretty much nothing, with all due respect. So yeah, I mean, they can attack this offseason or approach this offseason. We're looking to get Anthony and Jeremy Grant off their books or off their team, but I think they're also trending in a direction to where they know they could be a good team in the Western Conference, so they also can look to keep one or if not both of those guys and keep this mix and match they have going on with the 2 bigs, 2 guards, and a good amount of wings on their roster as well, with Denny, Jeremy healthy, Kamara, maybe even Thibault if he's still there as well next season. So Blazers, the ball's in their court, man. They can do anything that they want to do. So for me, overall, 15 game win increase. I'm gonna give this season a B. Not an A. I'll give it a B. And I think next season, if they take that 36 to 42, 41, 43, I think that I can look and probably say they had an I can probably give them an A grade then. Obviously, depending on what they do in the offseason. Anybody go anything lower and or higher for the Blazers? I'm at a B. Lower or higher?
I ain't gonna lie. I might be with you. If it's not a B, it's like a B. Like B minus. B minus. High C, like 79 type high C. They had a solid season, competitive. That's what they wanted to do. They traded for Denny Abia. That was a huge hit for them. And his next year gonna be good. But like you were saying, they gotta get Jeremy Grant off their books, bro. Like somebody gotta get Jeremy Grant. And I'm not gonna say they gotta trade Anthony Simons, but like it's always like open to see where his market is. But Jeremy Grant, yeah, he for sure can't come back. No, go get his replacement in the draft.
Yeah, fair, no problem. And then speaking to that, they also let me see where they at in the draft right now. Well, 36 and 46, and you also projected to have a top 10 pick right now. They won. You did a 15 game win increase, and you still going to have a top 10 pick. The Blazers won.
Mind you, and they was yelling to get Chauncey up out of there, bro.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal grade. And right now they're projected to pick Newell out of Georgia. That's another good big man. Ace Newell, 6'10". Give me Chris Bosh vibes personally. He's a lefty like Chris Bosh. Can score, can rebound, things of that nature. He's trying to work on his 3-point game. He took a couple of threes at Georgia. Not a great 3-point shooter though, but you can tell with the work and NBA work and the training camps and things of that nature, he'll get there. So I would like that spot. It's actually a good spot for them, and that goes to BJ Point to where they can just trade Grant. and get Grant out of there. Have Denny at the 3, him at the 4, Klingon or Ayton at the 5, with the backcourt. So Shaden and whatever the case may be. So yeah, man, the Blazers can do whatever they want to do. How you improve like that and you still have a top 10 pick, similar to the Rockets, improve like that and they still have a top 10 pick via the Suns. So
I like D Queen there.
Queen, you like Queen there?
Yeah.
Ew, hell no,
Cause
no, bro.
he ain't no 5. Maybe they too high paced. They may be too high paced for Queen. Asa would be the better fit.
I'm about to say, think about it. You got two running guards. You need a wing. You got a good defensive big man, and you got your other big man is pretty solid.
Yeah, I take that back. I like
Asa.
Asa. I like Asa there. Cause I think Asa would be a stretch 4 anyway in the league.
Yeah. 11-10, yeah. Kamara will still start next year. I think Asa.
Damn, I forgot about Kamara. Boom.
Yeah. Asa will be the better long-term prospect, though. Like, overall, he'll be the better NBA player. But, yeah, Kamara will definitely still start next season. Damn, the Blazers are going to be good next year, bro. I ain't going to lie.
Boom, and there you go. Jeremy Grant replacement right there. I forgot all about him, bro.
Damn. They're going to be
Go
good.
ahead, get Jeremy Grant out of there. For what? I don't know, but the best offer you can get. He better not be in your uniform year 1. I mean, I say year 1, game 1 of next year.
So we did Jazz, Pels, Spurs, Blazers, Suns. We worked up here. Did Wizards, Hornets, Sixers, Nets. I want to say Nets. Yeah, Raptors, Toronto Raptors. They are next up on the docket. I'm gonna go to Swipe a Cam real quick. Swipe a Cam to get you active on the stage. What would you grade the Raptors season this year, man? They went 30 and 52. What would you give them an overall grade? A through E or A through F? Son got an E, Jada. Swiper, you active? Swiper, you active?
Right, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
For a grade?
Yeah, for the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean a C. I think a C. Like a C equal. Like a 70, 71. I think they dealt with a lot of injuries, but they got like a nice young core. I think RJ Barrett had a much improved first half of the year. Scotty, I think, improved this year. I don't think I don't love their talent level or anything, but I do think they've shown really good stretches. Remember, they beat the fully healthy Boston Celtics too this year. I think they beat them like by 17 points or something. So they definitely reached like some pretty high peaks this season. I think that they have a lot to look forward to. But if I'm giving the Portland Trailblazers like a really good B, I think that's a C from the Raptors overall.
Fair. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not mad at that grade. I think I spoke this sort of kind of same boat as the Pels, because what I mean by that is Quickly was nagging this year. Grady. BJ, mute for me real quick. Say you muted,
what?
But you still hear. Can you mute real quick? Say you muted, but I still hear your background. Crazy.
I'm muted on my screen.
How do I hear you then?
Bro, what? Hold on, I'm not leaving. Come back. Can you hear me?
All right, can you hear me, BJ? Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Bro, it still say you're muted, but I can hear you though.
Bro, what? Hold up, bro. Hold on. I'm about to just leave.
All right. That's weird. That was crazy. But yeah, I'm with you on that grade. Dealt with injuries. Not a super duper fan of their core either. They made a mid-season acquisition to get a guy like Brandon Ingram. The talent level is there. The fit is the question mark with his game and what he would do alongside Scotty Barnes. But when you can turn out a season that, playing 30 and 52 and also gave young guys an opportunity to perform throughout the season or even down the stretch of this season. Jonathan Mogbo, sorry if I said his name wrong. He had a couple of good games down the stretch of the season. Jacoby Walter had a couple of good games down the stretch of the season. Even Ochai Abaji, had a couple of games for them as well when guys missed games. So you now add another top 10 pick to their fold and try to stock up on that young talent. I think overall I give them a C or a C minus. They did what they could as far as what they dealt with. Wouldn't necessarily say Bruce Brown was on the Pelicans, I want to say. I was probably leaning C minus for the Raptors, similar as the Pels, I want to say. So that's me. Anybody else got any comments on the Raptors before we move to the next team?
And you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. You good now? All right.
Yeah, I think I will say they're gonna have like a next year, with BI, Scotty, R.J. Barrett, Dick Grady, Ochai, like they're gonna be big next year. They're gonna have a bunch of wings, so very similar to like I think obviously much better defensive personnel than the Lakers, but I think they're gonna have a very similar play style. Like just have the ability to play 5 wings on the court and to go to work on both ends. And I think Scotty Barnes, he's a really good player. He's he's a really good passer for his position, really good defender. He's a good scorer, but he's not like a great scorer or anything yet. But I think they have like a nice set of players to execute like that. The vision that Masai Ujiri has, just having as many big, tall, lanky players as possible that can really like have a lot of defensive versatility. So I think they're going to be really good next year. But maybe not playoffs good, but still be good.
Fair. Definitely should be playing worthy, 1,000%. Definitely should be playing worthy. Good shout out. I like the comparison for them between the Lakers as far as going 5 wings and being able to play up and down on the versatility and things of that nature. Scotty Barnes could be the lead playmaker on that mob as well, or maybe quickly continue to take a leap in that aspect of his game. Next, we did.
I like C for the Raptors too.
C for the Raptors, okay.
Yeah, they gotta. I don't care what Harrison was talking about, but they got. I feel like they got what's the word I'm looking for? They got a star. They traded for their star, quote unquote, and which is Bi. They still got Scotty. They got RJ. They need a center. Like they have no big. Like they have to go big. So I feel like they need Malawa. You grab Malawa.
Oh, Heavenson was tripping. Yeah, Heavenson was tripping yesterday.
You be good because I don't even who played center for them last year.
For Heavenson was tripping, bro.
I don't know who played center for them, but like whoever did.
Jacopoto and freaking Jakob and forgot other dude name.
Exactly. They need Malawa.
Yeah, they need a young talent down low, bro. They need a young talent down low at the center position. So that's
and they still got IQ, so they'll be running out there with IQ, Star J, Bi, Scotty, Malo. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice mob right there. With Ochai off the bench, Jacoby Walter, get you another little wing. Yeah.
Oh, y'all
start it. There you go. That's the start.
All right, that's the Toronto Raptors. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. Again, immediately following this, we'll be heading to playback. I'm gonna continue up the playoff expectations and things of that nature, and also all NBA teams, and then one more final play-in preview. Also, do not forget after the 2 play-in games, there will be a Fact and Stats Twitter space. Twitter space is like another show or a platform where people can join the stage and talk. So don't forget to check out Fact and Stats on Twitter as well at Fact and Stats _. Chicago Bulls is up next. Chicago Bulls went 39-43 last year. Same exact thing that they went last year. They moved Caruso for Giddey. That looked like a plus for them. They traded Levine. Was more so like a dump. They got like Kevin Huerter and can't remember the rest in that trade, but it more so like a dump. Pretty much, we all know they needed to trade Levine and DeRozan. They did that. For me, this season, Chicago Bulls 39-43, identical. Got off Levine and DeRozan. Kobe White gave you 20 plus again. Vooch was fairly healthy. Giddey was fairly healthy. They got Trey Jones back in that trade. I want to say 2. Lonzo returned to the court, played in 35 games. Saying A, 2 A's for the Bulls. I can't. What makes the Bulls season an A? I can't get them an A. What makes it an A? I go B-. I think whenever you can trade, you come into the season trading DeRozan. After you came into the season after you traded DeRozan, got Bucelis. Yeah, Bucelis is a good pick. Traded DeRozan, and then they did develop young players, and then you move Levine off. You still win 39 games. You're still in the play-in. I think it's a lot of positives, but I don't think it's like a great outcome or a great season. I think I'm firm with B- for the Chicago Bulls, and that's a good grade though. Like I don't think that's bad at all. They offloaded a bad contract, developed, drafted well, acquired Giddey, playing well. Anybody on the stage agree with the A? I'm trying to hear. I think I'm hearing them. They did what the Blazers did, but better. How? The Blazers got a B+ though. I think I gave the Blazers a B+.
You talking about the Bulls?
Yeah, the Bulls. They saying A. How you feel about an A?
Got off DeRozan. Got off. What's her name? Levine. Uh, what pick do they have?
That's a good question too. They are also in our range, I think. Where they are, the Bulls are at 13 right now. But if they make the playoffs, it dropped back though.
Yeah, okay. Got them 2 off. Got Modest this year. He looked like he'll be good in the future. Getty Modest. Bro, I don't know, because it's like 8. They ain't had no good season. Like, I mean, I don't really know how they judging it. I go, bro. I go C plus B, bro. C plus B, somewhere around that.
You say that A for what?
I'm going. I'm
I'm
going.
not
That's
understanding.
what I'm
the
saying
A.
though. Like,
Maybe if somebody like explain it, I'm off of hearing somebody out. But I just
yeah.
like they did get rid of the contracts and the 2 players that everybody wanted them to get off, and then Modest looked like that'd be a hit. So credit there. That you said they got a cool pick. They make the playoffs. It'll probably stay in that range. So you get a that's cool there for sure. Check that off. But they ain't had no fucking good season for me to get them an A. Like does them moves just get them an A? Like is that what they saying?
They made some decent move. A is ham. I ain't gonna lie. That's for super elite teams only. That's ham. But that they like a B plus, bro. Think
I go
about it. You got rid of
B. Yeah, I
you
go
got rid of your
C
best 2
plus.
players.
I'm gonna go
Y'all
C plus,
talking about
bro. I'm C plus. I'm C plus.
Like, why is he talking about B plus though? Like, what the fuck do you get a B plus for?
nigga, what? They still were good after them getting rid of their best 2 players. They still made it to the play-in and a potential chance to make the playoffs. What the fuck?
yeah, that's a
How's
good.
that
That's a
bad?
good thing though. Yeah, that's a good thing.
What are you talking about? Think about it. They traded DeRozan and Levine, not necessarily saying you, but like
Didn't trade DeRozan, nigga. He walked.
I mean, well, yes, whatever, same shit.
They didn't get shit for DeRozan. Like, what the fuck is y'all talking about?
Regardless, same shit. Regardless, you let your best 2 players walk.
Not the same.
Long story short, you let your best 2 players walk. Nobody expected you to be here. So what did you do? You hit on the Blues out of
They a 10
They
seed.
fucking playing team. Like, what the fuck? You
Okay,
gonna be here? Like, what the fuck?
They won
They a
39
10.
I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care. All right.
What's they
they
seeding?
did a sign and trade. They got 2 second-round picks, and the Kings received the Rose and the Spurs received Harrison Barnes. It was a sign and trade, so they got something back for the Rose. 2 second-round picks. When they traded Levine, it was like a dump. Like I said, Trey Jones, Zach Collins, Kevin Huerter, and their own first-round pick back.
Yeah, I'm cool with the B, bro.
I'm B minus, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You got to drop. You got. I ain't.
I'm C
I
plus, bro.
But
I'm
I'm
C
saying you
plus.
still
I'm good on that B plus shit, A shit. Hell no.
Yeah.
For what?
A. No. I said A is for elite only.
A is crazy. They had a good season though. Like I don't want to make it seem like I don't think the Bulls had a good season, bro. I think the Bulls had a good season for everything that they dealt
Man,
with.
if to Shaggy point, bro. If the fucking play-in one around, they won't even be there, bro.
Okay,
We can't do that,
and
gang.
people like that for the West too.
Why you can't?
So it don't even matter.
What you mean we can't do that?
Why?
It been here for like 4 years now. How we just going to
Bro.
excuse it now? It been here. We can't bring that up when I think it ain't like it came this year and it's like it's a first year thing.
That
Like
playing shit, man. Y'all, man, I told that playing shit stupid, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that playing shit, bro.
It is stupid, but
bro,
it's the rules we gotta go by.
Stupid, bro.
Bro, I literally said that yesterday, bro. Like, it don't make no sense for these 9 and 10 seeds to have opportunities if they, especially when they 10 wins behind the AC. Like, come on, bro. Like, you don't deserve an opportunity at that point, bro.
Yes, and you're right too. And look where your team could potentially been a 9th seed out. And what's gonna happen then? Oh yeah, we need a playing game because we should be in. Come on, bro. Directly to the Warriors fan.
If my team
C
ends
plus,
the
bro.
season as a 9th seed, brother, we don't deserve the playoff. It's no. Oh, I want to play in. No, if my team ends as the 9th seed or the 10th seed, bro, we don't deserve the playoff.
Oh, but it's context to that. What if your best player gets hurt and while your best player missed 10, 15 games, your other players can hold you up and get you to that playing spot?
Brother, that's part of the game.
Yeah,
That's part of the game, bro.
I don't know, bro.
If the playing was never a thing, you wouldn't even
But
think
like
about
I
nothing like that,
said,
bro.
But we
The
can't
playing
do
only done
that
a thing
though.
3
It's been here
times.
for like 4 or 5 years now, though. Why y'all keep
It's been
doing
here for
that?
3 years, bro.
I'm
3,
cool
4
with the B
years.
minus.
What team you talking about now?
Chicago
niggas
Bulls.
trying to say they had a bad year.
What grade?
Nobody
Oh,
said that.
okay,
Nobody said
Some
that. How was a B minus a bad
okay,
year?
bro. Okay, I don't.
a couple of people in the chat said A, and myself said B minus. Tiz at a C plus B minus.
They got
BJ and
the
Shaggy.
same
I'm good
record
with B
and
minus.
same standing as last year.
Yeah, same record.
I mean, I guess for Josh Giddey, I feel like we're giving Josh Giddey and Kobe White most of that prop because it was like A level development or B plus level development for them. But for the team, I mean, it's probably a D honestly because they didn't go anywhere. I mean, they got off their guys. I mean, they got off the Levine contract, so maybe that's good. But they just I don't like.
If we being honest with you, Swiper, that's really what I'm giving them a B for because they pivoted off some old guys that made a lot of money,
Right.
and pretty much are doing the same exact thing with some young guys who don't have that much money.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say? A B or a D?
Said B.
Swiper said a B or a D. He said a B.
I mean, I feel like it's a D from organization. Like they
D
haven't
as
done
in dog.
Yeah, that's a dog. They haven't done like they're still in the same place. They still got the Boost contract on the roster. They got to get. They're probably going to try to get off Patrick Williams because he's making too much money for what he does. But again, Io was hurt this year, so I mean they definitely like have some development from the players. But like as far as Karnasovas and all them, well to be fair, I'm tripping because I think drafting Matas and getting and Kobe doing what they're doing, I think that's fair. I think a C plus. I'll be a C plus.
I think I might lean to Tiz and Swiper. I think I need to drop back a little bit. Like, what are they? Why are they beat worthy? Well, I think I need to drop back.
Why they made the play in? They made the play in.
B minus C plus.
I'm cool with the B minus C plus range, but I just
y'all can't give me
a
legit reason why this was a bad year for them.
C plus not bad
they
though.
stayed in the exact same place though. I think that's I think for an organization, they were hoping they would improve. BJ, that's what I'm saying, and they didn't. But I think it's twofold. They didn't improve, which is F. But then they also had.
Real quick.
But they all had they have players that pop this year. Like I think they have three. I think they have 3 players minimum that are like franchise. Like we can trust the direction we're going with Matas, with Giddey, and with Kobe White. And I think that's more than what they could have said last year.
They ended up 39. They ended up with 39 wins.
I think I'm firm on B minus. What did we get a Spurs yesterday, BJ? BJ, what did we get a Spurs yesterday? All right, wherever he's at. Can't remember the Spurs, Jada.
Did y'all did the Western Conference yesterday?
Not everybody. We got like 10 more teams to go. If I had to guess, 8.
I was eating, brother. C.
Spurs was a C.
A C? Oh, man, that's tough.
B plus. What you mean?
Just because of the injuries?
What you give it?
I mean, when Wemby was healthy, shoot, bro. I mean, that's an A. Like, considering where they were.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like post trade,
I thought he was gonna make first team All NBA this year, Brody. That's like
he was going to. But
I think Devin Gasol.
But I put for that. But
well, I was saying like, don't you think? Would you give them the benefit of having like Wemby All NBA, Stephon Castle maybe Rookie of the Year, Devin Vassell looks like I believe he can be a future All Star, and then you have Jeremy Sohan had an improved season this year, like, and then CP3 worked wonders for them. Like,
I'm with Swiper. Maybe not nothing crazy, bro. But nigga, y'all got Wemby was looking like a DPOY first. You know what I'm saying? First, second team, whatever. Then you hit on your draft pick, which might be the rookie of the year. You got CP3 played a full fucking season, and then. Yeah, and then you made your trade, got Fox in there, you know what I mean? And Fox went down, Wemby went down, and that's reflection of the record. I'm not with a C for the Spurs, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not with a C. That's just me though.
Bro, just to clarify, we're rating how each team performed during the season.
Yeah.
Yes. The team season recap and grades.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
So
cool. I'm cool with C. I'm cool with a C plus or B minus. It don't matter either way. But if I had to pick one, I'll lean C plus for Bulls.
okay. We had a couple of B's. We had a couple of B minuses. But I'm gonna start with that's gonna probably meet us out at the B minus. I think Shaggy and BJ was at a B plus, whatever it was. Ted was a C plus, B minus. Low in between as well. Me B minus. So that's a couple more B than a C. So we'll go B minus for the Bulls. I forgot our rapper. What was our rapper's grade that fast? I know we just did the rappers. Anybody remember what the rapper's grade was?
I think we said C.
Okay, thank you, brother. While you're here, Swiper, what it was, anybody that was a fan and they came up here and it came to them talking about their team, this activity was explain the positives and negatives of your season, if any negatives, and then also what would you overall grade the season. So we're at the Denver Nuggets. You guys obviously went 50-32 this year. What did y'all go last year?
57.
All right, so 7 less games. How would you overall grade this season? What are some positives and negatives of this past season for the Nuggets?
Oh man, I mean, bro, like I feel like maybe BJ's probably too close to the Spurs situation, which is why he's gonna say what he said, and maybe I'm too close to the Nuggets situation. So I mean, honestly, like this year, I think Ev, you can genuinely ask any Nuggets fan and any media member. Nothing about this year has been fun. I think for the fan base, if the whole fan base has just been, they have felt down about what the team has done, how good the team's played. Because they felt the defensive issues, the roster issues, personnel issues, and they just struggled all year, bro. So I mean, probably like a D. Honestly, like for a team that you expected to come back, they were the tie for the first seed last year, won a championship the year before, and then they lost in Game 7 to the Wolves. You thought they would come into the season more hungry, and then on top of that, bro, you find out about like the owner letting go with all the stuff with the GM and the coach, and it got like even worse than reported. And so the players felt that all year. I think from an organization from the top, they were just discombobulated. I think the players felt it. They obviously were not locked into key defensive principles all year because I think they were just over everything. I mean, honestly, then Jokic was the only reason the year was watchable. And because Aaron Gordon missed hella games, he was also injured for over half the year. Jamal Murray had a really good season for the most part, but he, was injured down the stretch of the year. Started off slow. Yeah, man, bro. I don't know, bro. I might say a D just based on like vibes. Cause now they barely won 50 games with this season from Joker. Just shows you how like dysfunctional the team was, and they fired their head coach and GM because of off-court conflict that they couldn't agree on with 3 games left in the regular season. It's like what other grade could you give them? Because that's not even up to the players at that point. Like, what are the players supposed to do?
Okay. Anybody got anything higher or lower? On the Denver Nuggets?
I gotta see.
What grade you gave him?
A D.
You're a little hard on them boys, ain't you?
For me, C minus. I think the reason was valid.
I'm C. I'm C plus.
I'm C minus.
C plus is way too high. I'm C.
What you got?
I mean, they still top 14.
So what?
But it's like to go what he said, like going into the season, bro. Like the expectation was for them to be better. It wasn't that good this year.
If you
understand
what happened in the off season for you to say that their expectations will come in this year better?
The way they played the last 2 years.
I mean, bro, 57 wins is really hard, bro. Like that's nothing to sneeze at, gang. Like it wasn't. Right. It's not no guarantee that they was going to win 57 wins again.
It's not about a wins thing, though.
The 57 can look good. It's gonna be a way a 57 win team can.
Because I'm assuming we balancing this for expectations, right? So like, y'all really felt like they was gonna come in this year better than they were last year?
Probably the same.
The expectation was for them to come in and compete for a title.
Thank you, Shaggy.
They're not doing that?
Right? No, hell no.
What the hell? Are you serious?
You fired your coach,
bruh.
What? They didn't fire their coach, though, Dan.
Okay, I did forget they fired their coach.
Think about it. You fired your coach, and you about to get bounced in the first round. Come on, bro.
Wait, huh?
Yeah, I think, but that speaks to it right there. Look, if you had to, if you even listen to people yesterday, because I was here for a little bit, I couldn't talk. The only reason people gave them a chance was the Clippers, Shaggy, is because of what? That's it. Yeah, that's what I'm
one
saying.
player.
That's bad. That's bad, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's not good. And I think that speaks to, like, again, I think they can win. I think they probably will win the series.
Swiper. I was about to say, Swiper, why are you telling me you think y'all gonna lose to the Clippers?
They really could, bro.
Because they could, bro.
Bro, what?
Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say whether they could or not, bro. Any team could lose to any team, bro. It's not like, but you should feel confident in your team winning. That's in that matchup.
No, but I really don't try to be biased like that. But I thought they could win the title last 2 years. I thought that based on hoops. I thought that based on how the team has played.
You breaking up, Swiper. You're a little messed up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was based on how the team has played. Like, bro, like they just haven't like. Now again, they come into the series, they beat the Clippers. I think people will be like, all right, cool, But everybody is even up here saying it's just because of Jokic, bro, and then the Jokic Murray 4-quarter 2-man game nonsense. Don't nobody believe in like what they're doing outside of that, and so I think that's just a problem of like.
All right, I'm with you, right? All right,
yeah.
let me just throw some things out there, right? I'm with you on that, but and this goes back to what I was saying. Are we scaling this against expectations? Because why coming from the offseason y'all had coming into this year, what was there to believe besides Deron Holmes, and he went down early, so that's not really a factor either. But what was there to believe that the Nuggets were going to be better this year than they were last year?
Well, here's the thing, Lo. I think, last year the question was like, well, the team's going to get worse with no KCP and stuff, and no Bruce and them again. Like, what is Jokic going to? If you could have asked yourself, Lo, genuinely, last summer, and said,
"You're breaking up. Did he cut out? What does it mean?
He cut out.
But Shaq, funny, coming into this year, you thought the Nuggets were going to be better than they were last year?
Don't ask me what I thought, bro. You ain't talking about what I thought. That's not about what I thought.
Bro,
I told niggas they was gonna be mid.
But I'm saying though, like, bro, you know how you weren't the only person that said that though. A lot of people were saying, even having.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't a lot of
people. I definitely was saying that.
But
not a lot of people.
Did you hear me?
No, we didn't hear you, Swipe. You cut out of that.
I was saying, Lo and Shaggy, if I told you last off season before any games were played that Jokic was going to play this good this year, how many games would you expect they would have won this season?
50.
50.
Nah,
50. I'm beyond 50. I told you anywhere between 50
as
to 52.
Good. As good.
But I wouldn't.
But Shaggy, that's
not regular.
I know, but Shaggy and Lo for Jokic went, had a great year last year and won MVP, and then he had a year that lapsed any other year he had this year, and they lost 7 more games because they just don't have the personnel. And I'm saying that's bad. Like, that's bad, Jude. Like, that's.
But we knew you didn't have the personnel when the season started.
Yeah, but bro, their defense is slipped like from 8 to 21, bro. Like it's inexcusable, dog. Respectfully.
A lot of that was also on Aaron Gordon being hurt.
Yeah,
a lot of the years. So
that's why. That goes into it too.
It is what it is, right? But the defense was. The defense was going to be what and what coming into the year. I don't want to say that because Aaron Gordon does play a big part of that. But you also got to. Every team faces injuries throughout their season, bro. So I can't even really, give you a.
But then they fired their coach and GM, my dog. That's what I'm saying, bro.
That happened. That happened two games. That happened last 2 games.
Last week.
that don't go into y'all record, bro.
No, of course it does. Of course it does. The players felt all that all year. Is what I'm saying. The reason they had to go because Kroenke said he came into the locker room, bro, and it was dead. Like all the fight was gone. So everybody felt it.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, Swipe. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Keep it real with you. If you would have last year, if you would have asked me, hey, Lo, coming to you before a single regular season game was playing with, if you would have said, hey, Lo, do you think the Nuggets win more games this year or less games? I'd have told you less, easily too. I'd have told you I'd have clearly told you yes. And this is a troll, by the way, but like I'd have been like, bro, you got Westbrook on your team. Why would I think you're gonna win? Y'all gonna be better than last year? Like I'd have said that. Like I don't know. I know for sure I'd have said that.
Did y'all just bring up personnel or something like that? He said if he don't have the personnel, he don't average what he averages. Who you talking about, Jokic?
You say if they have the personnel,
The comment on
average, right?
The comment on the screen. What he referring to? Did I just miss something that y'all just said?
No, the question was like if I said if I would have asked you last offseason, if Jokic had this good of a season, how many games do you think they would have won this year? Like if blind, like going into the year blind, how many games do you think they would have won with Jokic playing this good?
Like 52, 53.
Nah, see, I think
you see, Swiper, everybody you ask, they telling you less games than 57. Nobody came in this year thought that was
no, but really, but low last
games,
year
bro.
they should have won 60 last year, but they fell apart down the stretch of the year. Remember, I'm saying like they were really good. Like, and also too to this, they had their first ever top 8 defense and top 8 offensive year. That they've never done that, so they just like they became like a one of those two-way teams. And I'm saying this year, bro, like. If the personnel was better, I actually think Jokic's numbers, he might not have the volume like on the scoring, but the defense would be way better, like way better. And I think that would reflect on like him individually, but the entire team. So that's why I'm a D. I think the personnel was shot. I think the culture was shot. I think that the players being hurt, the coach getting fired, the GM getting fired. I mean, those are like. I mean, that's like
that is low key disappointing. I ain't gonna lie, that's actually big. That is
all
big.
All that is going into my season for sure, into my my grading for sure.
But I mean, still a 50-win team. Man, averages turn at the triple-double at the center, first person in NBA history to do that. Outside of that, there's really no other positive. With all due respect, there's really no other positive to say to the season. So I get why you're coming up with a D.
I mean, Christian Brown obviously became.
Christian Brown, yeah.
But even that,
majority of his season that he had was pretty good.
Christian Brown became a what?
Like he's a legit starting like 2 in the league now. Like
Cook swiper.
I ain't gonna lie, my fault, but I thought you said Christian Brown became a star. I was about to be like, what?
No.
Yeah, I'm at a C-. I think I'm still with a C- though. I can't go D. I get why you're saying D though, but I'll just say C-.
I'll go C.
Shaggy and Ted, where y'all was at again? C? I think y'all was at C as well.
Yeah.
C
Ted
plus.
said C plus.
Yeah, C plus. And I can't remember. BJ, where you was at? What y'all got for the Nuggets in the chat, man? What y'all got for the Nuggets in the chat?
I had C, average.
Dame will miss a start of the playoffs. Okay. What y'all got for the Nuggets in the chat before we move, y'all? There he is. F. I'm not going that low. I'm gonna do. I hear you though, I guess. Kenny C. Let me get a couple more drops for the Nuggets in the chat real quick before we move to the next team. C, OG, C. Clips will be Nuggets. All right, we're going to firm with a C on the Nuggets. It's going to look like we're going to probably run out at a C for the Nuggets. Let me just get them in here. C- is a stretch. Most of y'all didn't even have them as stamp contenders, but they're being graded like that. Oh, well, I did, though. So I can't speak for them. They didn't. You're right. That's right. Good. Majority of people here did not have the Nuggets.
And that's what I was saying. That's what I
argued. But the reason why we didn't have them as stamp contenders is the personnel. And I'm judging you off of what you built going into the fucking season, right?
Yes, yeah.
I'm judging the team that you put together going into the season, right?
Facts.
What is he talking about? That point made it's a moot point. What is he saying?
And that's what I
said. Why did that matter, Goods?
That has nothing to do with nothing.
And that's why I said at the start of the season, bro. When I looked at the team, I didn't think it was gonna be better. I never thought that.
They gave Dario Saric $5 million a year.
Everything
after
goes
what
into
he
it.
did
It's not just how you play,
with
like the
Warriors,
everything.
Man, bro.
I don't know why. I don't know what they seen from Saric when he was on the Warriors that made y'all want to sign that man, bro.
And one person made that decision, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what we doing, bro?
What would you grade it, Goods? By the way, we had a C for the still winning 50 games despite Aaron Gordon's dream off should be at least a C plus. Okay, so we're still gonna average out at about a C. All right.
You doing all that to get a plus?
I mean, a C- to a C plus, cool. Not good. I hear your point too. Still winning 50 games despite Aaron and Jamal. That is big. Let me see. Jamal played 67 though. Aaron played 51, and he was banging for majority of the year.
Jamal played how many?
67. That's
regular.
Big.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's regular.
Yeah,
he missed that many games.
I'm not with the
Aaron
Jamal.
Gordon missing 30. Okay, cool. Yeah, that might. You feel me? That makes. That
what did the good get the Clippers? You need to give them a fucking A. Kawhi only played 36 games. They won 50.
And even with Jamal out, Goods, your guy Russ stepped up and started and had some good performances game.
Russ played 75 games. That's the
y'all told me at a point he was better than Jamal this year. I remember. Y'all say he's better than Jamal.
Good until you still he had a better year than Jamal. They tell you that.
And I didn't even troll again. This is the thing that you said. If you are in here, y'all did not like the video yet, make sure y'all like the video. Appreciate everybody that's in here, all 59 of y'all. This video, I think, has 25 likes. Liking the video helps the algorithm out. Also, if this is your first time here, Fact and Stats is a daily sports show Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Start on YouTube. For the most part, shift to playback. Some days will be starting on Twitter Spaces and be shifting to playback and or YouTube. Immediately following the playing games today, Twitter Spaces will be live again, so about 12:40 Eastern time. And I'll probably go for like an hour and a half.
Twitter Spaces today?
Yeah, gang.
Let's get it. Damn.
Yeah.
Why did you tweet that out, Wes? Ev, about like the
Bro, Cypher, you good, bro? You got people honking and horn at you, bro.
No, that was me honking at somebody else for turning from the left lane, no signal right. Like, yeah, that's insane, dog. No, I'm saying, but like,
chill, brother.
Why did you get back on Space, Ev? Like, what was that tweet about?
Oh, that tweet was when we was live in the Spaces. So I went and I did a space on Sunday, I want to say it was. And the space was just so damn good. It's too good. And whenever I'm live on Spaces, it reminded me like how many new followers I gained. You know what I'm saying? Like the page had 5,000 followers so damn quick. So even at night, like 10 plus new followers, 8 plus new playback members, like 5 to 10 plus new YouTube subscribers. So it's just too beneficial. It's too beneficial for the platform and the growth of Fact and Stats overall, because Twitter Spaces is like an avenue to get people to find out about YouTube and play.
Nah, man. I mean, you went full capital, bro. You know what I mean? You said if I'm not getting paid, I'm not doing it. So you left Twitter Spaces behind, bro. I feel you, bro. Shout out, bro.
Nah, chill out.
Shout
bro.
out my dog.
Chill out, bro. So yeah, Twitter Spaces is coming back into the fold for sure, 1,000%. If you are in here, facts, Andrew. If you are in here and you did not subscribe to Fact and Stats on YouTube yet, I am 5 subscribers away from 1,000. The journey on YouTube started about 5 months ago. I continue to I still want to make YouTube the forefront. I want YouTube playback Spaces or YouTube Spaces playback. That's how I want it to be. So make sure you all check out Fact and Stats on all platforms. Make sure you all subscribe and things of that nature. Nuggets averaged out about a C. Good. I hear you in the chat. Thank you for typing in the chat, gang. Good to see you in here. We're gonna speed it up a little bit. I want to be done on YouTube probably about like 1:30. Nuggets C minus. Josiah, good afternoon, brother. Or Nuggets, I'm gonna go with C because I think C we got it like even out probably about a C.
Yeah, non-Jokic Nuggets great. Do that, and I feel like that's skewing your.
Come on, what? How are you gonna say non-Jokic? What?
Because I think that's what I'm saying. I think you so caught on one person.
How are we going to take Jokic away?
Because I think that's important.
Well, even if we were caught on one person, he's still the biggest part of the team, bro.
I know, dog, but that's what I'm saying. That's how bad it was, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like if a coach gets fired, y'all, and a GM 3 games left, like that's any other situation, we would say that's like damn near an F.
Yeah, that is wild. I ain't gonna lie, that is crazy.
But like that's what I'm saying, like. It's all being viewed to the fact that Jokic like played like best player in the world, had an all-time great year. But like if you just like don't look at that, then it's like damn, like a team that tied for the first seed last year, they fired it the next year, a GM and a head coach right before the year end.
I do want to say good to hear on some clown stuff. I do want to say Swiper do got a point. But I'm still not going lower than a C though, or C minus, I should say. I do get why you're saying a D, because if you ask any of us on this stage, Shaggy, BJ, well, let me exclude BJ, Shaggy, Low Ortez, and myself, do we think the Nuggets had a good season? We all would probably say no. Because I don't think the Nuggets had a good season. Did they scrape out 50 wins? Yeah. Same with y'all and the Grizzlies. Y'all don't think the Grizzlies are good, but they scraped out 48 wins. So do y'all think the Grizzlies had a good season? Y'all gonna probably tell me no. Like, so I don't know, bro. I don't think the Nuggets had a good season, but they didn't have a horrific or bad season because 1, they're still a top 4 seed. 2, they still won 50 games. 3, like you said, Jokic is Jokic. You know what I'm saying? So
I think culture matters.
Good season thing. I think you got to separate it, bro, because just separate it from good regular season. You just did good. Do the good season part when they eliminate, if they after the season over. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be saying that shit if Jokic come out this motherfucker, beat the Clippers.
Yeah, for the regular season. Yeah, it's for the regular season. Yeah, for the regular season. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's only for the regular season
at all.
But they could change. You know what I'm saying? And flip the switch.
You feel me? He can. They can change in the playoffs. They come out here and make the conference finals out of nowhere or some shit.
But that wouldn't surprise me though, and probably not low either. Like that wouldn't surprise. That wouldn't surprise me.
If they beat the Clippers and then beat OKC
next, they have to see. They have to see OKC.
But they would
exactly.
Them being the Clippers ain't no surprise to me. OKC that'll be. You feel me? OKC, that's when it gets.
Yeah, but that's matchup. But I'm still picking OKC in the series though.
Okay. All right. C minus for the Denver Nuggets. We move to the Dallas Mavericks. How we feel about that? Somebody want to step up to the plate for the
Man, an F, dog. Like, let's move.
What? Treat them how y'all did the Bulls.
Bro, F, bro.
What?
What
you mean what?
You just lost
you mean
Luka
what?
Doncic, bro.
They made the play in.
They made the
play. Y'all trolling, gang. Y'all trolling, bro.
What we doing? We just doing what they did.
Hold on. This why that don't apply. They came into the season with contender expectations. Bro. Making the play is not.
Yep.
Huh?
Contender expectations.
Yeah, absolutely, dog. 100%.
No.
They was just in the finals the year before.
Yeah, they come on, bro. They were contenders. They were viewed. They were viewed as Western Conference contenders, bro. You got like that's what they reviewed at before.
But Shaggy, they offloaded their own franchise gym because of like he drunk too much alcohol, bro. Like, come on, dog. Like, no.
Okay. Now, why should I look at it like this? Let's look at it from their standpoint. From everything they told us about him, they got off of that toxic shit. Kyrie got hurt.
Yep. F.
You got Anthony Davis, all NBA top 7 player.
Yep. He got hurt.
You still been to play in with multiple injuries. Why not treat him how you did the Bulls? Why not?
No, that's an F.
No, this is a bad season for the Mavs, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm with the F as well.
It's a bad season.
They're the laughing stock of the NBA right now, bro. Like, no, that's an F. That's an F.
I give him a C.
No, F for me.
I give him a C.
Shaggy. They willingly
bro. A C is average. A C is average. How is their season average?
Bro, I believe all the Luka shit. That's just me though. I believe all the Luka shit. I believe all that shit.
How is their season an average season?
What you mean? They got Anthony
this season a disappointment. If you had a disappointing team, that's not average.
It's a disappointment to you, bro.
Bro, what? Their season went from good/great expectation wise, like Willow said, contenders in the West, to trading Luka Doncic and not being viewed as a contender in the West, even if AD and Kyrie was healthy. They were not viewed as that regardless.
No, but no, hold on. No, I'm taking it there. They still could have been an elite team with AD and Kyrie. The problem is that Nico Harrison told us this makes them better in the short term with AD instead of Luka, and Luka might make the NBA Finals in the short term this year with no center. And the other team is in the play-in, and they didn't have their player they traded for a majority of the season. That's an F. Like, the Lakers are better already in the short term, off a short-term move than the Mavericks.
Kyrie don't get injured. We're having a different conversation.
So you traded Luka for a 2-year window, and in the 2-year window, the other team's already better than you.
It ain't 2, probably 3.
Kyrie ain't playing next year, and if he does, he ain't gonna be 100%.
What you mean he ain't playing next year?
He's not gonna be 100%, even if he does play next year.
He's gonna come back sometime during the season
and be 70% of what he was. All right, yes, okay.
You said Kyrie isn't playing next year?
Bro, he got hurt in December, dog. Like if he comes back next year, he's not gonna be 100%. Yeah, ACL tear. Yes.
What's that? 9 months, right?
I mean, yeah, bro. Like, he's not playing to start.
He got hurt in December, bro. He'll be back by October.
Nah, but he's not gonna be. I'm saying he's not gonna be 100% until like maybe March.
These guys rehab and be different nowadays, man. You know.
Stephon Diggs is out here moving like he ain't never been hurt, bro.
Basketball ACL.
Basketball
ACL, and that's different, bro. Jamal Murray missed a year and a half, basically. He just wasn't 100%.
Got re-injured.
No, he tore an ACL on the 2nd of April, and then he didn't come back in 2021. He didn't come back till October 23.
a guy like Kyrie not gonna come back until he's 100% anyway, too. And 11-10 said he got hurt in February, actually.
February.
But Kyrie's not playing bad, bro. He's not playing, bro.
He's not playing till 2025. He'll probably come back after the All-Star break.
Bro, he'll probably, bro. I will be, bro. He'll probably miss the whole season, bro. I'm being real.
Nah, bro. He's too, bro.
He's gonna work. Kyrie gonna work. Yeah, he'll probably come back March, February. Yeah, he's gonna work.
But low. He's 30. He's 34 years old next year.
Which is why he's not gonna let the whole season just go past him. Like,
but his body,
but the body reacts different though. Like you heal different when you
at 34 years old, but you're not just gonna just lose a whole season, bro. Like that's. You
act like he in control of that game, like he can speed up his recovery or something, gang. Like, what do you mean?
It's not speeding up his recovery. If he feels like he can play, whether it's 70% or whatever, he's gonna play, bro.
70, Kyrie will be done to come back at 70%.
Yeah, but think about
it, though, bro. Play, bro. As long as
look
how a guy like Kyrie plays, for how he plays, he'll be dumb to come back at 70%.
But look how twitchy Kyrie is, bro.
Yeah, like that.
I agree with you, bro. I just don't believe that he's gonna, at his age, he's gonna let a whole season of NBA basketball just go past and he don't play.
Okay,
again,
but so
he got hurt in March.
So even if it's
bro, why does the month keep changing, bro? When did he get hurt?
Well, look, somebody
March 11-10 just said March last time, so I'm firm on March.
Okay.
So, bro, like March to May, April, you're not gonna be back to the playoff, low.
Yeah, he's gonna have to take some time to recover off that for sure. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. March is a little. That just.
Bro, you the type of guy that don't give two fucks about a nigga. You right? If he get hurt again, he get hurt again. That's how you is, bro. Like if he get hurt again, he get hurt again.
What you talking about? I'm not even speaking, bro. Kyrie playing don't benefit me in no way, shape, or form, bro.
I know, but you're talking about something. He not gonna let a season go by. He can't control that game. Like something unfortunate. Bro. Yeah, but something
unfortunate. 34 is not just gonna want to waste one of his seasons, bro. Like,
but it's not about wasting one of your wasting. I would have viewed it as a guy like
ACL last month.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but you can also remember.
But he shouldn't have.
I thought you said he got hurt in December.
Yeah, that was
he shouldn't have the mentality to not wasting a season. He should have the mentality to being as healthy as possible for the next couple of seasons. Because if you come back and play on a 70-80% knee, you can get hurt again and then be out again.
And then Anthony Davis going to be 33 next year, low.
If Dallas, he wasted another season, maybe. If Dallas makes the playoff, do you think Kyrie's gonna come back for the playoffs
next year?
Maybe. Yes, I'll lean to that.
Wait. So this is what I'm saying. He took an older, more injury-prone AD at 33. Luka's gonna be 26 next year. Like, bro, no. That's what
I gave them boys the F. They got an F game.
They got an F game. We ain't about to be. The Mavs got an F game. Terrible season. Tween, what's the word?
And you traded them to the Lakers. That should
talk to me, Ed. What's the word?
Dog. Like it ain't like they traded Luka to the Charlotte Hornets, bro. They traded him to the Lakers. That's even worse, bro.
Sly, I'm willing to bet he would not be healthy in November or December playing basketball. I'm willing to bet on that.
What do you mean?
Not be. Sly said he'll play in the NBA
Kyrie?
in November or December. Yeah.
Oh, playing in the NBA? Nah. But I mean, by then he'll probably be cleared for little contact drills or whatever.
You know what I'm saying? He'll be on the. Don't get me wrong. He'll be on the court in a couple of months, 4, 5, 6 months, getting some shots up, things like that. But it'll be like stable. Like he ain't gonna be doing no crazy movements or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll probably be able to jog. You know what I'm saying? Do things like that. But bro, coming back from an ACL injury and a guy like Swiper said, so twitchy and crafty and he bends so much, like his acrobatic layups and things of that nature. I don't know, man. Like I don't know, bro. Just come back at 100%, man. That's all I got to say.
And he plays hard, dog. Like he lands hard, plants hard. Bro. Like that's a
wrong
lot,
foot layups, contact finishes. Like he's one of the craftiest guys ever.
Yeah, next team, man. It's an F. Next team.
We let me check. We have the Kings. Let's see just what else we have to go, so I can sort of kind of see how far. We got the Kings to go. We have the Warriors to go. We have the Clippers. No, we did the Clippers. Kings, Warriors, Rockets.
Well, Clippers are we all set in B plus, right, for the Clippers.
Yeah, I'm at a positive grade for the Clippers. Well, I'm more so A for the Clippers. I ain't gonna lie, A
Why
minus.
not only B plus? That's crazy.
I'm saying B plus from A. Yeah. I'm saying for the group.
Cody, what's good?
For the
Clippers ended up the 50 wins. Yeah, they get an A out of me.
They won 50 games again, like they did last year, and myself included for the most part. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but majority of people that I spoke with they thought they were going to take a big step back into the play in this year, winning around like 40 something games. Obviously, for me, I'm super duper impressed with their season, bro. Harden,
Me
super
too.
duper impressed. Kawhi, super duper impressed with Norman Powell. They're not here, right? They're not winning 50 games right now without Norman Powell this season, in the performance that he.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Norm had a hell of a year.
First half of the year for Norman especially.
He was big. He was super big. It is Zubac, man. So for me, for the Clippers, I got
Zubac might make All NBA team, bro. Like, come on, dog.
He a dog, bro. We gonna see what happens when we do our grades in a second.
Zoo.
Oh, I think we did the Clippers yesterday, actually. But let me add that on here. A minus.
Yeah, dude, and wait, if we're doing the King gotta have an F. They made the Chicago Bulls West, bro. There's no way they're
Nah, they not. They moved off. Fuck, got Levine. They did a couple things. I was fucking with.
They didn't do. What did they do good?
Why is moving on Fox and getting Levine?
What did they do?
Because Levine is a better player.
What?
They got DeRozan made them worse.
That's one. What I don't fight argue that. That's not.
I mean, but they in the same tier, but they still in the play-in. Like what? Like, and then they fired their head coach.
They worse than they were.
Bro, he did only say that because he don't fuck with Fox, bro. Y'all gotta see through that shit, bro.
No, I really think Levine is a better player.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'm taking Fox over Levine.
You know, hold up.
You don't like Fox, bro. We know that.
Y'all know Levine 70 at the rim and second in the league in 3 points.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter for this combo.
Yeah, bro. Like again, they got DeRozan, Levine, Sabonis. And what's the name had a worse year? Keegan Murray had a worse year.
Exactly.
Like, no, bro.
Even Malik Monk went backwards.
Right, and they're 9th seed again. No, bro. And they're not like a young developing. They're not a young developing team. They didn't have legitimately crazy injury. They're just mid again.
Bro, they're stuck. Yeah, they're literally mid.
Bro, his whole take was the Fox thing, gang.
No, I said they did a couple things that I fuck with. Other than that, it's
like what? All you listen
like what, nigga? You only mentioned Fox. Like what?
You only mentioned one thing.
I like their coach. Over him, people would think otherwise.
The coach.
He's been anti-Fox this whole time.
Bro, like you gotta see through that shit, bro. You just don't fuck with Fox. We get it, bro.
Like you'll be randomly watching a Kings game in a playbook. That's why Levine.
And then traded for traded for Valanciunas was getting Devon Carter. You feel me? They did a little.
Now you understand.
And then what makes it worse?
They ain't had no.
They mid though. They pretty like a D.
To make it worse, to make it worse, they traded.
Go ahead.
To make it worse, they said Sabonis and ownership is going to sit down this offseason to discuss his future game. That's even worse, Tween. They have nowhere to go.
They better move off Sabonis.
Eventually, they have no choice.
Oh yeah, that changed my evaluation of them.
No, wait. They traded for maybe the best one, at least in the conversation, best backup big in the league for what? How did that make them better? Like, why was that even a move? Their youngest star got worse this year. Levine was whatever, and they added DeRozan. They have the Chicago Bulls 2 best players, and they were mid with the Bulls, and now they're back on a mid team in the West. There's nothing that they did positive this year.
Yeah, I don't see how you have any positive takeaways from the Kings. They don't deserve an A, B, or C in my opinion. I'm giving them a D flat out.
I'll give them a D minus.
Now they a C minus.
Yeah, I have to give them a D minus.
What, Twin? You still haven't told us something they did good.
I've named multiple things.
You named one thing, bro. And that
I like the Devon Carter.
They got draft.
I already spoke on Valanciunas.
Bro, you don't even know who that is, bro. Like,
I spoke on the coaching. Like, I'm still giving them a C minus.
I hate niggas,
what
bro. You don't even know who that is.
You got to C minus. Josiah said D minus.
On the coaching.
What else y'all got, bro? What else y'all got up here? What's y'all grade for the Kings?
But they got a.
I mean, shit.
I'm giving them a D because I feel like I can't give them an F. I'm gonna keep.
Shit, I gotta go C minus. Bulls got C minus.
All right, what else y'all got? Swiper, what you hate? Swipe and Shaq, what you at?
I'm at a D plus.
Mini blender. Swiper.
I gotta be consistent with that play and shit, bro.
I don't know. I'm gonna just go whatever the consensus is. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
It's looking like a D. D minus, D plus. It's gonna average out at a D.
Monk was down like playing all right until he got hurt.
We did the Grizzlies yesterday. All right, Warriors.
I hope the Hornets got an F.
Hey, the Hornets. I forgot what we graded them.
The Hornets and Jazz are Fs, in my opinion.
I was here for the Jazz shit. The Hornets though, I don't think I was here. That's true.
I wasn't tallying all the grades yesterday. That's my fault. I just started
I was just
tallying
about
like
to
the
say
last.
you didn't even tally the grade sheet.
Yeah, I just
Be a
started
little
grading
gracious.
them. I just started grading them like today, and I remember we did the OKC A plus. I think the Lakers was a B plus. We put a B plus by the Lakers. I can't remember anything else. I think the Warriors can't remember. But either way, Warriors low. You can talk about some positives and negatives on the season, and then what do you overall grade this season?
We started off a little shaky. Came to the season, we signed Anthony Melton, who was I guess they expected him to play a pretty big role, and he went down. I think early. I'm trying to remember if he even played any game. So we lost him early. We signed Kyle Anderson, signed Buddy Hield. Kyle didn't really work out too well. We got him out of there. Buddy, he's still here, but he's buns. He's not buns, but he's inconsistent. He's buns sometimes. Sometimes he's decent. Who else we get this year? We signed Quentin Post, who turned out to be a pretty decent player. I think we paid Moody this year. Who else and then we ended up. I want to say I want to give us a B. I want to give us a B because first of all, how many games we won? 48, right?
48.
Yeah, I came in this year believing how many games we won last year? What 46, 47?
Yeah, I think it was that. I'm about to check right now though. I think it was in that ballpark. Last year y'all went 46 games.
Yeah, so we improved on last season. We signed Jimmy Butler, of course, obviously that's the big signing of the year. Traded Wiggins, and got Kyle Anderson up out of there. I give it a B because we improved from last year. We ended the season as a better team than we were coming in. We were kind of bad last. We were kind of mid to bad to start the season off. So it's cool. You said some things I didn't like.
Yeah, anything that was negative you felt like on the season?
Negative. Some acquisitions that we picked up, but we got most of them guys up out of there by the trade deadline. Only guy I'm still a little iffy on is not Quentin. Is who was it? What's the name? Oh, Buddy Hield. But he's I don't know. He's cool. He's cool sometimes. He's just inconsistent. That's my only issue with him. Sometimes he can hit shots. Sometimes he can't. But I gave us a BF mostly because we improved from last year.
Anybody going higher or lower on the Warriors?
He said B, right?
Yeah,
I'll probably go lower.
B.
I'll probably go lower than F. Low.
Weirdo. Like where you at with it?
B minus, not too far off. Like the JK, I'm losing him. Pajemski looking like he is. You feel me? Like Moody, I like that. It's just the problem they started off the season 9-2, then they went on that 30 game. They won like a 12 to 30 run, and then when they got Jimmy, they went on a crazy run. So it was just like ups and downs. B minus, I think the consistency, if it was there a little bit better, I'll probably have it like to a B, A minus type joint.
Fair. Yeah, fair. For me, the Warriors, they didn't have a great season. They also didn't have that good of a season. They were better than they were last year, in my opinion. Ups and downs, like Low and Tween said, but obviously finished the season strong when they after the acquisition of a guy like Jimmy Butler. So that's what balance is about for me, above a C. So I'm between a C plus and a B minus right now. And for me, if you're still not one of the top 6 teams, really top 3, top 4 teams in your respective conference, and I get the record, they're probably a couple of games off, I'll probably lean more so to a C plus because they didn't. Did they get better? Yes. But did they emerge as one of the top teams this season in the Western Conference? No. So for me,
But wait, hold on. This is going to expectations. You didn't expect them to be that though.
Expect them to be what? That's why it's above a C plus though. Like you had a good, you had, it's a C plus. It's not a C or C minus. For me, it's a C plus, B minus. I'm probably going to lean C plus. for me. I didn't expect them to be a great or a good team. They did have a 2-game either way improvement period from last year to now, with the acquisition of Jimmy and the 2-game up in the record. But outside of that, it wasn't nothing else really changed, in my opinion. So for me, I'm a C+. I think this is above average season, and that's a C+. I see a lot of C's in the chat. I see C.
I ain't going that B minus stuff. I ain't feeling that. Kaminga's still a project. He's still a fucking what if, The roster ain't that great. It's super small sometimes. I don't know, man.
They got to get rid of Looney, bro. They need to run like a good backup center.
Center and shit is still a problem.
I'm C+.
Okay.
This might be the year to move on.
Because if Jimmy ain't pull up, that shit was looking dark. So I'm gonna go C+.
They were literally one of the top teams in the West until the last 2-3 games of the season. You can't say that. That's not true. They were never a top.
True. What the fuck?
They were never a top 3 seed. But what are you talking about? The Warriors never were a top.
I think he meant that. He probably meant to say they was fighting.
Not talking about
Like they could have been. They never was though. Y'all right, but they could have been.
And they actually had got all the way to 4
Hold on, y'all
seed
say
at one point.
he meant what?
They could have been a top 3 to 4 seed if they would have won them last couple of games.
No, they couldn't have.
They could have been 4th, bro.
We could have. What are you talking about? We were literally at 4.
They could have been 4th.
I don't know what top team mean. Top teams stop at 3.
Okay.
4 on down. That's not top teams, gang.
But you will
no,
be
that's
right.
a fact, though. That's a fact, gang.
No, that's not right. That's not.
That
That's
is
not a fact.
facts.
Why not? Why not?
First of all, he will be right if don't scroll to the east, bro. Come back to the west. I know what you want to do. Come back down to the west.
I'm scrolling up because I'm notating, gang. Go ahead, though.
He will be right. He will be right if fucking 3, 4, and 5 didn't have the same record. What the heck? How that make sense?
Huh?
3, 4, and 5 literally have the exact same record. How you gonna say that the Lakers is any more of a top team than the Nuggets or the Clippers? They literally all have the exact same record.
The Lakers,
but you know which teams is better between that bunch.
Exactly.
But,
you know what team are
and depending on who you talk to, you're gonna get a different answer.
Hell no.
Stop.
Hell no.
Nah, you just try to throw that in there.
That's a fact. What are you talking about? How you gonna say that you're not a top team after the 3rd seed when the 4th seed and the 5th seed literally have the exact same record? That don't make no sense.
But y'all not. You got it, bro.
All right, I'm looking at the teams we didn't do. We did the Wolves yesterday. The Warriors just rounded out at a C+, I think. In the chat, in the stage, Shaggy, what you say? Ted,
what y'all get a Wood? Oh, the Warriors. I go C+.
Yeah. C+.
All right, then I know low. Josiah, where you at? Look, Josiah, where you at? Swiper between where y'all at? Between I know you. Josiah, where you at? And Swiper, we on the Warriors. Josiah and Swiper.
Shout out my man Nico Harrison, man. He says no regrets from that shit. Fuck niggas.
Nico get too much blame. Like shit was greenlit by the owners, but it's cool.
All right, we're gonna go C+ and keep it moving. It's 12:54. We on good timing. I think the last team in the West we got is the Rockets. The last team in the West we got is the Rockets. Flat out A for me. Yeah. What did you have for the Warriors Swiper if you wanted to share it?
I would say, probably a good B. I thought they would be in the play-in this year. They did it, but I think they overperformed in some ways because of the Jimmy Butler trade, and I think Jimmy really added a lot to the roster. So I'm at a B, but at the end of the day, I already told them I don't think I say B. I'll just say B. I think a B is a really commendable grade for that team.
All right. Everybody up here agree with A for the Rockets or A+, whatever?
I think they gotta go A+.
A+, yeah.
Yeah, they did this without having a star in the
Yeah, I'll probably put an A+.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 seed, 50. Even though the Western Conference been, like I said, they've been the most consistent non-Thunder team in the Western Conference. And I think that's an A+.
Yeah. OG, welcome to the stage. You can talk about some positives on the season and negatives on the season. And then if you agree with our grade of an A+ on a Rocket season overall this year.
I think I don't think you can go less than A. Positives, shit. I think it's gonna sound crazy, and I never wish injury on nobody, but Jabari's injury, it was a big positive that came out of it for me. And I'm glad it was just a hand injury, but for me, him being able not for that, basically that kind of progressed the men's, that kind of pushed the men to the forefront to go ahead and get that starting position. We can start realizing who he is and what he brings to the table. Had an idea with him coming off the bench, but I think after the injury and when he got slotted in that starting lineup, it was a wrap. So Jalen Green, I've been a big critic all year, but he's gotten minimally better throughout the year. And he's it, and like I always say, I know y'all big on, well, yeah, you got to be efficient too. You got to score 30, and then you got to do it efficiently to really say something. For me, I like dudes that hit big shots at big times, and he has a knack for doing that. So where he might come up short in efficiency, and and he's gotten better because my biggest knock was consistency, and he's gotten better at that as well. So just overall, man, I think positives. Jalen Green's growth. I think where a man is right now. Also, and I think I talked about Jabari. I think Jabari is carving out a good role for him too, coming off the bench. Now, with if and when Dylan leaves, I think that's going to be Jabari's slot to slide right on in. So he still has an opportunity there. But overall, I think I think it's going to be it'll be good for him. But negatives, and that's not the only positive. I'll come back, but a couple of negatives. Let's see. Lack of shooting. I know we keep harping on we don't have a bona fide star yet. I'll give y'all a little bit on that, but I think we got a couple of people that might challenge that very soon. I think this playoffs will give us a better glimpse of that. I don't know if we can say if we don't flat out have one right now. I get why y'all say that, but I think this playoffs will tell us more about that. Going from 41 to 52, probably could have won 54, 53 if we would have hunkered down these last 3 or 4 games, but it is what it is. Going from that 11 plus 11 from last year to this year, I think that's tremendous. I'm trying to think of some negatives. I'm not trying to cap or no shit, but shit.
Şengün shooting that's probably the biggest thing. That's probably what separated him from being even better this year. Just the finishing that he had.
But I will say that I'm not gonna harp on the shooting piece though, right? Because I think his mainstay for me is his work down low and in the paint, right, and being able to go from top of the key down, being able to hub at times. So I'm not gonna just say, well, yeah, you can do a whole lot of good stuff offensively, but you're not a very consistent shooter at this point. I think he can get there. So I'm not gonna harp on that. I will say that's a huge negative though. Your second point around his finishing at the rim this year. That's been a big deal for me. It started out early, and I thought it would kind of go away as the year progressed. It hasn't as much as I needed it to.
That boy, he threw up some clankers on Sunday, bro. He was looking at his hand afterward. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
I don't have a problem when he shoots and misses from 3. Like if he's trying, because he's trying. It's a work in progress.
No, I'm talking about those floaters that he was hitting last year.
I think for me, this is when I look at why he's having the trouble. This may or may not be it, but a man's always in that dunker spot when Şengün's working top of the key down, and he gets in this in between where should I throw the lob or should I shoot it? And for me, I just wish he would always think score first, and then if the defense makes you do otherwise, then react accordingly. So I think he got to figure it out. I think he will. But yeah, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't say his shooting is a negative though, because.
Well, I mean, it is. But OG, it is though. He's shooting worse than especially at the big than Jalen is this year. If your offense would be better if he was shooting from the 4 period, from 2 better this year. But I think that's a small negative on the outlook of the season though. Yeah, that's not why you're not better. I mean, it is, but I think the fact that you're 52 games, you're second seed, to me that means more than anything else.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm trying to go down the list real quick.
Bro, you couldn't even. And you think about it. Reed Shepard didn't even play this year, OG. And I think he can be good, dog.
And I hear people capping on my guy Reed. Reed ain't Reed gonna be all right. I ain't trying to trade him. I ain't trying to get rid of him. Now, if we have to trade him to get something else, like I always say, anybody can go. But Reed's probably Reed. The reason Reed didn't play wasn't because of Reed, right? We don't have. It's just not a lot of slots for him. So I think eventually when we have to make a decision on Fred one way or another, I think Reed gonna be able to slide in there pretty quickly, a lot sooner than what people thinking. And I think he can fulfill that role decently. I honestly believe that. So my voice gone. I'm tired of the motherfucker today, but yeah, I'm. So that's why y'all I'm sounding a little weird. But now overall, man, I love where my team is at. Um, I'm high on them. I'm high. I know we ain't getting a whole lot of conversations around winning a bunch of shit, but like I always say, ain't too many teams looking to fight. Ain't nobody looking to have no dog fight for no 7-game stretch, and that's what you're gonna get when you play us. I think we've established another positive. Like I said before, I think it's big for me anyway, establishing an identity, who you are as a team. I mean, I think everybody in here on stage and in the chat can say what kind of team we are. And I don't know if you can say that about a whole bunch of other teams. You can start talking about this and that, but you can't say, yeah, these motherfuckers do this every night. This is what they do. You say that about us, and that the thing that we stand on is you can depend on it. It travels. So I know it ain't sexy, but we're gonna see it in the playoffs. We're gonna see it, and that's the defense is what I'm speaking of. So yeah, I like my team. I'm not gonna go A+. I don't really like giving no A+s because to me that always, I don't know. For me, it
Like
kind of
perfection.
signifies. Yeah, well, no, it kind of signifies you there, and I don't think we're nearly there. But I think we. I mean, if we're just talking about progression from year over year, I would give it an A. Year
I
over
don't
year.
really, I don't really agree with that, OG. I don't
Well, let's
really agree
talk.
that. Yeah, I don't really agree with the fact that A plus don't necessarily mean that your team ready to win a chip. It like everybody's expectations is different, which I'm sure like with everybody that's spoken on multiple times. So in regards to y'all expectations, man, I think y'all one of the closest things to A plus that we got in the league. Cause ain't
Okay, for
nobody,
you.
nobody saw this coming. Like y'all super exceeded expectations.
Okay,
So
so
I
just
would
from an
I would go A
expectation
plus.
standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
just from an expectation standpoint. Okay, I get that. I get
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I would definitely go A plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then y'all had a 6-game losing streak in what, March or something? Or February?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
it.
Yep.
That was it. Yeah, I go A
Yep.
plus for y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie.
All right. Yeah, we firm with an A+ on the Rockets. We got 5 more teams to go before we do a transition and pick up playoff playing teams expectations. Also, all NBA teams finalized. We're gonna do team 1, 2, and 3, and then take a look at this Hawks and Magic and Warriors Grizzlies game one more time and have some open discussions around those matchups. If you are in here, you are not subscribed to the platform, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you ever want to extend your support for the platform, make sure you become a member on the Fact and Stats community YouTube side of things. How can you become a member? The link is in the description on this video. 3 different levels you can join as. And also, for anybody that's new in here at the time, Fact and Stats is a daily sports show Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Always starting on YouTube. Thank y'all for the support. Couple more bottom out teams. I think the rest of these teams are all in the East. We have the Bucks, Pistons, Pacers, Magic, Hawks that we did not do yesterday or today yet. I'm gonna start at the Bucks. The Bucks went the hell with their record this year? 48-34. Last season they went 49-33. Bobby Porter suspended for 25 games. KPJ addition late in the season. Chris Middleton departure. Damian Lillard only playing at 50 out of 82 games. The blood clot thing sat him down. Kuzma acquisition to the roster as well. For me, this is an average season, bro. I mean,
It's
it's
a
nothing.
C, bro.
It's a
It's a
C,
C.
bro. It's a flat out C. It's an average season for me for the Bucks. I mean, it's just short, sweet, and simple. I don't think it's
Nobody
nothing.
think they're contenders. They're a playoff
Yeah.
team. Giannis save us. They're old. They don't have any prospects for the future. They gave up on AJ Johnson for nothing. Giannis might ask out this summer. I mean, it's a C trending D.
Yeah. I'm a C for the Bucks as well, personally. Anybody on the stage got anything lower or higher?
I'll probably go lower. C minus.
Lower. Okay.
I might go C minus too.
I'm at
C
a D
minus.
plus.
D plus. Okay.
What's with a D plus? Might as well just say a D, nigga.
Nigga, you said a C minus. You might as well say a C.
No, C minus is nah.
What?
Cause C minus and a D plus is not the same. Don't ask me why, but that shit just don't. It's just different. I'm sorry. That shit just different. Don't ask me why, bro. That shit just different, bro. C minus is like, D plus is like, all right, nigga, you trying to give him some credit? Just give him a D, man. Which I ain't mad, cause C minus and a D is shit. That's around the range I got him.
Hey man, Lorenzo or somebody in the chat, by the way. Somebody tell me how you clean scuffs off of a suede shoe, by the way.
Wait, what you say? What you say?
How you get a scuff off a suede shoe? He said, I think.
Off a suede shoe?
I think there's a special kind of
Byron,
Byron,
did you hear me?
Nah, I didn't hear you. Said a suede shoe?
Yeah, suede. Yeah, I got I scuffed my suede a little bit in the subway in New York. I'm trying to clean it up.
A little bit of proud, number one.
Nah, bro, that's not anymore.
It is a special type of suede cleaner that you get, and it's actually like a brush that comes with it. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, you need some pride, some elbow grease.
Nah, bro, relax. No, I wasn't even my fault.
But the thing is,
replacement.
He can't even like brush it too hard because you'll.
Yeah, that's why you need a special brush.
Yeah, you need to be delicate with it.
But I'm cleaning these Hirachis. I'm cleaning Hirachis right now, which is easy clean, and then I'm cleaning some Concords right now. But like those are traditional bottoms. Like these New Balance I got are suede. I'm like, bro, this.
What Hirachis have you got?
Hold on, real quick. These ones right here.
Oh yeah, is that the classic one, the purple and neon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I like those.
Mm-hmm. All right, Bucks. I got.
Deb, you all right?
Yeah, I'm great, brother. C minus for the Bucks, y'all. C minus for the Bucks. That's the average up.
You want to shut up, man.
No. That ain't what I'm doing it for, bro. I'm agreeing with you.
Yo,
is that a rumor about me in there?
Quick question, Ev. The Lakers are A.
No, they got a B plus yesterday, I think.
They got a what?
Okay. I was just checking because John Doe's crying in the
chat. Right, you can't. Wait. What you think that you get, Swipe?
How do you not give them an A plus? What are you talking about?
A plus?
They got Luka.
You know what he's doing?
Bro.
Yeah, all right. I want to make sure he was being consistent because he was.
I gave the Mavs an F.
That's what I'm talking about.
That low key is an A for the Lakers for a season.
I want to make sure.
Wait. No. A bunch of casuals. They got Luka Doncic and Dorian Finney-Smith for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and D'Angelo Russell, dog. Man, watch out, bro.
That is, I didn't do this great. Corey B. Elite came up here yesterday, and I didn't even comment on it. But yeah, he gave him.
I wasn't here for the Lakers. I can grab it.
Yeah, I think Jordan Woods did come in here and type in the chat A minus or A for the Lakers, and I agree. Whenever you get a guy like Luka, how was it not an A on your season?
Bro,
you won 50 games.
You replaced their worst rotational defender for their best rotational defender in Dorian, bro. Like, what are we doing?
50 wins and Luka's an A, man. That's an A.
Yeah.
Like Dorian Finney-Smith might be the most important player in the Western Conference playoff potentially this year. Like, what are we talking about?
I'm mad as shit that. Never mind.
I do have. Thank God you said never mind, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was one of the few times, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was so good. I'm gonna keep it right to you, my dog, though.
Man, Evan's such a hater, bro.
No, I keep it real. Keep it real, bro. Yeah, I shouldn't. You right. Never mind. Twin, no, I said that, Twin.
No total violation, bro. Damn.
Twin, I was wrong, gang. That's on me.
Nah. Speak your mind.
Nah.
Speak your mind.
4 subscribers away from 1,000. Whoever just subscribed.
Y'all be letting Ev get away with anything because this is the platform. Is what I'm doing.
4 subscribers away from 1,000, man. Shout out to Swiper for hating, man.
Hate me, hating you. Everywhere I go, everybody know what facts and stats is. You hush, bro. You hush, bro.
You a real one, Swiper, man. Shout out.
No, I'm not nothing, bro. I'm about to start deplatforming.
What? Did you find the frames for me?
Bro, no, I don't have the receipt or anything, bro. I honestly do not remember, dog.
Yo,
Okay.
Ev.
I got these out of town. I can't remember where I was.
T215 was good, bro.
They're not like
What up, Evro
like
Jr.?
name brand.
I was going to
What's up,
agree with you
Takai?
on your AS. All right, Ev. If niggas
Probably
want to
not,
do
bro.
the
Okay,
weird
all
shit,
right,
okay.
T. All right,
Niggas want to
T.
do the weird shit, okay.
Call me my name, gang.
Nigga, your name is your fucking Twitter and your name on here.
Nigga
Okay,
name
your name.
Takai.
But I was just gonna say I agree with the A grade for the Lakers. Even though I don't fuck with them niggas. Winning 50 games when I think what was your seed, Byron, if you remember before the Luka trade?
It was
I feel like it was 5-6.
Yeah,
yeah,
like
4, 5,
5-6 to
6.
3 with Luka is kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
but nobody
And
thought
50
they had a
wins.
chance in the playoffs either, honestly, bro. Like, I mean, the
Yeah,
whole
that's
thing
true.
was just
That too.
avoid Denver at all costs was the whole
Yep.
conversation in OKC. And then
Nah,
now,
that's really what it was.
I'm being genuine, bro.
Yeah, that's
I'm
really
no
what it
troll.
was.
But I think now getting Luka, they should feel like when
They
Luka
were
reads
4.
LeBron, they can beat anybody. And I think that's like not something they had in their repertoire. And now, like I said, Rui, Dorian Finney-Smith, Luka, Reed, Braun, and then outside of that, Gabe Vincent here a little bit. Like Jackson Hayes, I guess, situationally, like they can feel good versus almost anybody. It's just can somebody make them pay for what they have? But the thing is, the Western Conference is so flawed this year that maybe not. Like I think the Clippers have a better team than the Lakers. But they don't have like the trio of shot making to the same degree. And I think some of this is like I think the Lakers legitimately should feel like they can get to the title and maybe win if Tatum and them like aren't showing up and doing their job, they can believe they can win, bro. I think that's like something that that matters. So
Did anybody do a Clippers grade already?
We did. They gave them an A-, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say they around that B+, B, A range. So like the Lakers end up with 50 wins.
Only Kawhi can play 37 games every year.
I have one more A in my opinion out of these last 4 teams, and that is Detroit basketball. I'm not giving them an A+. I'm giving them an A on the season overall.
I mean, they get an A+ to pay Cunningham Parker make 50 more than this year.
Yeah, A+, A, A, whatever. I think they are the last A out of these last teams remaining. Anybody got anything lower than the A for the Pistons? Or can we move?
They will be even higher if Sarge Thompson played more minutes, bro. But he doesn't have the PR of his brother because his name is, and that's cool. But he's been elite this whole year. Like that's ridiculous. Like he's been legitimately great. Like they have a nice squad. Tobias Harris, you want to talk about rebuilding your image? Tobias Harris and Tim Hardaway Jr., bro. All of them. They got real NBA players with an all NBA player, bro. Like shout out, bro. They deserve mad credit.
And Malik Beasley too.
Malik Beasley's been crazy. Yeah, he ain't got to play for yeah, bro.
They got to really think about offering him that $60-70 million offer sheet this offseason.
Yeah, they got shooters, dog. Like they play physical, they're mad physical. They got like a really good, like I would say, a rotation of 5 or 6 players. Ivy will be back soon. I mean, that's like everything they could have hoped for in year. What is it? Year 4? Year 4 for Cade?
Or 5?
With 21, 22, 23, 24. Year 4.
Okay, 4.
Yeah, I think he's 21 draft. Yeah, like that's crazy.
Yeah, I
bro.
think this is 4.
26, like 3 to 2 with all the injuries.
6 and 9, and he averaged 47% from the field shooting. Like, do y'all know how insane that is, bro?
Yeah, and then after having like one of the horrible situation for the 3 years prior and injuries to T's point, like come on,
that's insane,
bro. The 3-point shooting isn't even that bad considering he doesn't even take that many. But
yeah, 35% is cool.
Yeah, I mean 2 for 6. Yeah, that's calm.
Yeah. Insane player, bro. One of the best mid-range shooters in the league right now. We got the Pacers. T, you want to talk about some positives and negatives on the Pacers season so far? And then what would you grade the Pacers season for the rest of the regular
negatives? Season? Just how we started off, mainly Halliburton. But regardless of how people try to not give the the respect to a nigga coming back from a hamstring injury he played on in the offs to get to the ECF. I think starting off the season the way we did and finishing it well, bode well. I think missing Neesmith at times, missing Holly at times, just guys missing games, not having a backup big because we did come into the year without Thomas Bryant. We came into the year with James Wiseman, who got injured literally the first game. I think all things included, I would say B+. A range, because to get to 50 wins when Halliburton did at started the year off shitty is a testament to how good the team is. If you, I don't know, most people don't follow Pacer Twitter or Pacer beat writers, but there was a lot of hate to Rick to start the year. Like a lot of people were upset with Rick to start the year. Then also, I think they're like what 16, 17 defensively, and I like it's still marginal, right? Like you're still not a good defensive team, but going from bottom to mid does a lot for us specifically because we're always going to be a good offense. Like we're always going to generate buckets. But I would say like B plus A range. B plus you could give it to still get to 50 wins with the injuries we had.
I won 50 games this year.
Was it 50 or am I tripping?
Oh damn! Nah, y'all did win 50 games this year.
No, the Pacers are legit.
Yeah, I
Damn,
seen
bro.
they but there was a tweet that said
First
their
50
record
win
against
season since 2012. By the way,
y'all good against top 10 teams. Y'all good against mid teams. Y'all good against middle of the pack teams. Y'all, there's not a lot of teams.
Try again, Miles. I had to drop you down. Yeah, my bad. Tween.
We just handing out A's, bro. This is crazy to me.
I said B plus A range, 50 wins with it's nothing.
Pascal not getting his credit.
I love a B
though,
plus. I love a B plus for them. This is a strong B plus though. This is a strong
B plus.
But Turner though, he might be out of there. It's tough. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I say B plus.
I say B plus A minus, bro. I ain't gonna lie, gang.
What's this? The Pacers?
Yeah.
B plus for sure. A strong B plus,
like a strong ass B plus,
like
89.9%.
To the point where
God dang, just say A minus.
Nah, Byron. They don't get no A. They don't get no A.
Yeah, he trolled. Yeah, he
Byron. I know for a fact. You know what a strong B plus is in school, my nigga.
Ed, I'm confused. Like, why is like, what's the? I'm not. What am I?
I'm not giving them an A,
bro. 50 win team. Good team overall, offensively.
Yeah, all right, okay, I see. The 50 win should become the new 1,000 yards a year shit. Okay, cool.
But they won 50 games.
All right,
50 games.
All right,
we won 50
this
games.
The new 1,000 yards.
We won 50 games, and we objectively have two players who can make All NBA.
You feel like the 1,000 yards getting watered down, so the 50 getting watered down too. That's how you feel.
Yeah, bro. Like this shit getting out of hand, bro.
50 should not get watered down, bro. Anytime you win 50 out of 82 games, that's a really good season, bro.
I ain't gonna lie though, if man, never mind. I'm gonna keep it. I ain't gonna say that shit was easy.
What you about to say, man?
Bro, I ain't saying nothing for real, nigga.
What's wrong with this guy?
And to people who are doing the 50 in the East, we have it. I'm pretty sure we have a positive record against teams.
No. T. I got.
What's wrong with this man, man?
Let me cook, bro. Do the clown, bro.
Say, man.
They are really. Are you talking?
But he talking far away from his phone, gang. He walking and talking, bro.
Swiper, get out of the shower, my guy.
I'm not in the shower.
Yo, Amadou, you feel me? An Eastern Conference team win 50 games. All right.
The East weak, bro. I don't care about them winning 50 games. I don't care about that shit, bro.
All right, bro.
Miles, your Memphis Grizzlies wouldn't even win 50 games in the East.
What, nigga? We won 4. All right, T. Be quiet. I'm done talking to you, bro. We literally beat the fuck out of everybody in the East except for the Cavs. So
we beat the fuck out of everybody in the East and had a positive record above 500 teams. What are you talking about, brother?
Ew.
Hala, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Goodness gracious! Now shut up next time, Hala. Listen, as I was saying,
are you dumb?
The Pacers are a legitimately great team. They deserve credit from everybody. They've been good all year. They even have a really good defensive personnel they can deploy this year.
Didn't we start the year off 11-15?
Yeah, bro.
What was their expectations coming into the season?
Hey, thank you, 11-10 for all the niggas who doing the Eastern Conference shit. We're 21-10 against the West. You lame niggas, Shaggy.
Okay.
So they were better against the West than their own East. Like, so what does that mean for y'all? Then?
That mean you can't beat teams in the West, right? The East, right?
And they won 50 games.
It means we started off the year 11-15, and a lot of those were Eastern Conference matchups. But you niggas don't like context because you don't watch the team, but you niggas talk out your ass. That's what that means.
And I think people don't like how y'all.
I think a B plus is cool for these.
Yeah, we got B plus game. B plus for the Pacers.
I don't have to get my A can.
We don't got to harp on the Pacers too long. B plus is really good breed. What's up?
Why do people? What is it? This thing with Hallie that makes people who don't believe like he's like an All NBA player this year? Like I'm asking genuinely.
The start of the year. Dude.
I think Hallie had a if he starts to the season, and I think lately over the last 2-3 months he picked up his play tremendously. and also a lot of guys on the team follow suit with that. So I do think Halliburton can be an All-NBA guard this year. I would not put him as an All-NBA guard over. Who would you put first, Cade or Hallie?
Oh, Cade's going first.
Cade is first team, dude.
Like I will. Cade is not first team this year.
Who's first team? Who's first team? Who's first team for the fifth spot?
I think Ant will.
Ant gonna get that first. Ant gonna get that first team spot.
All right, let me. And this man, never mind. Never mind. This fucking nasty.
Y'all know Ant getting that spot, bro. Be for real,
bro. Yeah, we gonna get there. No. I was gonna ask Byron just about like what like how do people have that conversation? But that's what I'm saying. I want to detract from where we are.
We gonna get there in a second.
Doing that later, Swipe.
Yeah, coming up in like 2 hours or so. Anybody got a grade for the Magic? Want to step to the plate and have a grade for the Magic?
Man, a B. Look what they were doing. Look what they went through.
A B.
Look what they went through.
I ain't gonna lie for them to lose, have all them players hurt and still make the play in.
Right.
I give them a C+, B, some shit like that.
And respect.
That should only happen in the East, though. Respectfully.
Yeah.
Facts. High life.
Yeah, that's true.
That shit don't happen over.
What was their record last year? Because that'll determine a lot.
I think they won 47 games last
year.
But
they were the fifth seed last year too.
47.
Yeah,
47 games.
They get a regular ass C from me. I'm not gonna hold you.
What they win, like 30 some, 38, 40?
41 this year.
Yeah, but they were hurt, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's tough, T.
For them to do that and like have all them players hurt.
The thing is, even when the guys were healthy, it's not like they were like winning a bunch of games when Paulo. I mean, I guess Suggs and the guards didn't play, so that's still fair. That's still fair.
And like Paulo's been great for the last like month, like you know what I mean.
Nigga just been hurt, Swipe.
Right.
He just been hurt.
And then Franz was like he was gonna be All NBA this year before he went down. Like they, it's just I feel like they just got hit with an injury bug at the worst time this year.
Yeah.
So where we at? C+, B-? What? Where we at?
I'll give them a B-.
I'm rocking with C+, F with the Magic. I'm rocking with the C+. And that just they because honestly, bro, they could have fell out of the play-in with all them injuries, but when guys
they couldn't have. The East couldn't have. No, the East is just too bad. The East is too bad.
All you need is 37 wins in the East to be in the play-in, dude.
Oh, damn, my bad, bro.
They could have fell out.
My bad. Let me not lie. Let me not lie on the platform being game. My fault.
The East is that bad. I ain't gonna lie.
That's my point about them other niggas, but we just
Swipe. But who was the Magic? Who was the Magic missing exactly outside of Jalen Suggs?
Well, remember they missed Paulo for a huge stretch.
Franz got injured.
Mo Wagner was hurt. Yeah, Mo Wagner also missed the entire year. Like they those are their three of their six best players.
How did they start off the first 2-3 months, Swipe? You remember?
Yeah, they were.
Paulo got hurt. Paulo got hurt literally in that first week or two.
Paulo got hurt.
They were winning when it was Franz and the guys, and then when the Suggs who got injured.
I think you're right too.
Yeah,
they had a strong start to the season.
That's what I'm saying.
Paulo played the first 5 games and was going crazy, and then Franz took over, and then Suggs got injured, Franz got injured, and then Mo tore his ACL.
And then Paulo came back.
And then he was bad for the first couple of weeks.
December 23rd, they were 19-12, so they had a solid start to the year.
December what?
23rd, they were 19-12. December 8th, they were 17-9. So solid start to the year. You know what I'm saying? 17-9, 19-12.
Nigga, that was 10-0 at home at one point in time. What the hell?
Yeah. I'll say
they were like the 3rd or 4th seed till major.
Yeah, that was solid until they players got hurt.
B-, C+. B-, C+. Anybody else got a grade real quick up here? T, highlight. Can I hear some notes so I can know what to put?
I said C+.
That's it on the Magic.
Magic, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about C+. Still been 500 with all the injuries. That's fine.
Last but not least, shout out to everybody that helped contribute these last 48 hours to 48. These last 24 hours or so to doing this. 40. I'm burned.
Take your time, bro. Take your time.
Yeah, I'm saying anything. The last team was the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks 40-42 this year. AFC last year they went 36-46. So 4 more wins this year. Trading DeJounte Murray, you get back Dyson Daniels and Larry Nance. Dyson Daniels obviously was a super duper positive. Jalen Johnson, the start of the season that he was having this year, was a super duper positive. Obviously, he got hurt. And then Trae Young is still remained to be Trae Young this whole entire season. And also, you got good play from your backup big, who should have been a starter all year, in my opinion, in Onyeka. So, Boston, yeah, we did. We did not do Boston. Okay, so Boston's the last team. The Hawks, 40-42. For me, one more games, positives. Average season though. I'll say C plus, a C. I say a C for the Hawks. A C.
C plus.
Yeah,
They in the play-in again, bro. I think
that should have C minus respect. So all respect to Atlanta. But
shout out what's Dyson Daniels though. Shout out Dyson Daniels. Okay.
Man, I think it was a B when it was Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, DeAndre was going crazy, and like Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah,
I would
DeAndre
say
was hooping.
Yeah, that was hooping.
Yeah, but then they made a good trade. They got Karis LeVert and some picks and stuff too. So, but Jalen going down really changed their season.
What kind of difference do you think?
What were they before Jalen went down?
They were around the same tier, I think.
Like how many wins are we looking at?
They still were kind of
What do they have right now? 37 or 40? What did they say?
40 and 42.
Well, I think if they would have kept all their guys, they probably went around 45 games, and I think they would have a better chance in the playoffs. But that's the thing. Like if the injuries plus DeAndre and stuff not being there, I think all that kind of takes their ceiling down. But I think they purposely did that as well.
Weren't they in like the 7 through 9 range when he was there, or am I remembering that wrong? Before Jalen Johnson got injured.
Yeah, but you know how it is when you got what is this, year 3 for Jalen? Year 3, 3, 4?
Yeah, I think it's just 3.
So I think their whole thing was development with him, and that's why they got rid of Hunter and stuff to make like full room for him to do it. But remember, DeAndre Hunter wasn't 6 man of the year talking; he was going crazy off the bench, and he was at like 19. So I think they just lowered their ceiling purposely because they just weren't they wanted to really build towards the future. But the problem is they're doing that with Trae Young, and I think that's kind of why everything's skewed a little bit. But if they didn't, they got like nice young players on their roster. Like I think they're in a good position.
And 11-10 type, they beat Boston and Cavs when Jalen was playing. I think this is a C. I think this is a C plus. We're gonna put it at a C for right now. Hawks, y'all did not have a bad year. Y'all won 4 more games on top of Jalen Johnson. It's like the last 3 months of basketball for you all. And like Swiper said, y'all made the moves to pan out, but still finished out pretty solid for the most part. Milo, don't think about it. Don't think about it, Milo.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, Al?
I think he just knocked something down. I think he's trying to.
Think about it, Milo.
Oh, I ain't got to worry about that problem. Chad asleep right now.
Damn, if you don't let the nigga talk about how you training your dog like that, bro.
He right here. He listened. He came right here. He chilling. Last but not least, Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics went 61-21 this year. Last year they went 64-18. They had an up and down part to the season between December and January. They picked up their play the last couple of months. They looked real similar to last year. I'm giving the Celtics an A myself as well.
But it was a less impressive year than last year, and they still won 60 games.
Yeah, I give them boys an A.
Them niggas coasted to 60 wins, my God. That's an A.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's really insane for the Celtics.
It legit felt like they coasted.
And then regardless, they always have the KP, JP missing game shit too.
And they still be winning.
Oh, JB missed games this year too on the court, T. So
yeah, I said KP missed some games as well. I mean,
and Tatum for my money's worth, this was Tatum's best year since 21-22, bro. I thought he would.
I think he had a better year last year, but I think that's a different.
I mean, respect.
I thought he was better defensively last year as well, but consistent through 82.
I think Tatum has an all defense. He has an all defense argument for me this year, second team.
I agree, Swiper, but I feel he was just better through all 82 defensively last year.
And I think Tatum was far and away the best, forward in the league outside of Giannis.
That nigga big. Stop doing that.
You said who?
Giannis is big, bro. Stop doing it.
I mean, no, Giannis is a 4. I mean, respectfully. He's a wing.
Shout out to the Celtics. Shout out to everybody that took part in this activity yesterday and today. Thank y'all so much. Also, shout out to people that's been watching this whole entire time on the YouTube side. That also means a lot to me as well.
We finally going to play back, bro?
Sorry, that's just what I do. No disrespect to nobody that Swiper, yes. But no disrespect, Byron, Highlight, whoever got dropped. Everybody that came through today, man, thank y'all so much, bro. Thank y'all so much, man. It truly means a lot. I'm enjoying the growth. I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying the process. If you are in here, you're not subscribed to Fact and Stats on YouTube, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. It takes y'all 1 second to do that, and also it's free to subscribe. And y'all can help me achieve a goal that I set out. I am 4 subscribers away from 1,000. I'm 4 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. That is a big thing to me. No funny, that's a big thing for me. Also, if you are not a member, I would love for you all to become a member on the Fact and Stats YouTube community side. They're just extending your support for the platform. You also can send super chats and super stickers at any time. How can you become a member? The link is in the description on this video. If you see anybody name that is green with the Fact and Stats logo next to their name, they are members. They extend their support for the platform on top of just being here. So thank y'all for that as well. The show is not stopping here. I'm about to shift over to playback. I'm gonna play like 1 or 2 songs real quick. I'm gonna run upstairs, play like a couple of songs off Lil Durk album. And then we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you are on YouTube, I will not be live on YouTube no more. It'll be solely on playback. If you are on Twitter, I will not be on Twitter no more. It'll be solely on playback. The playback link is in the YouTube chat. The playback link is in the YouTube chat. Pull up and join Fact and Stats on playback. Playback.tv/Fact and Stats. It's an app you can easily download. It costs $0 to sign up and join the Fact and Stats playback room. Thank y'all for helping for being on YouTube today. Again, always starting on YouTube. I want YouTube to be number 1. I'll see y'all in playback. Peace, blessings, and love. The show is not stopped. We're gonna pick up playback with play-in/playoff teams expectations, also ranking or predicting the All NBA teams 1, 2, and 3, and then also talk about the Hawks and Magic and Warriors and Grizzlies game. I'll see y'all in playback. Peace, blessings, and love.